I know.
Hello, and welcome back to Curse of Strahd. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Uh,
Yeah, that was a really long week long sleep. What happened?
What happened was that Discord was eating my output, and throughout the majority of last session, no one could really hear me. I will still haven't put up the VOD for that yet, but I will do so relatively soon. So, if anyone's wondering, they'll be able to see my frustration. But yes, a quick recap of I guess the last session and our year-long skip. Our players had recently just finished up their business in Vallaki, leaving it in a nice, tight, and perhaps tense carbonated, yes, very carbonated bow. Leaving across the on the road, heading west to Kretz, in hopes of finding a vampire hunter that may aid Irina. The party managed to get word of a certain situation that was happening. The Vistani in the area have been basically sending out search parties, searching for someone. Listening to the intuition of Beloved, the party managed to get word, and maybe a mulligan from Burn, from Burn's patron.
Friend. Let's just say friend.
That ship was going down and someone was gonna drown, a child no less. Immediately, the party.
That was Shem's ability to listen to the spirits that told us
right.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Luckily, with your traveling, thanks to Mustard Seed's ability to travel quickly in this type of terrain, a lot of you were able to cover a lot of ground while basically searching the lakeside. Thankfully, the party was smart enough to put two and two together and figure out that the single boat out on this cursed lake, on Lake Zarovich, maybe was connected. Getting on a boat and swiftly jumping in time, Beloved was able to rescue a very young and innocent child named Arabella.
Yes. Right.
Yeah. The missing daughter of one of the Vistani's elders, essentially. The old man who kind of threw her in was very clearly not of his right mind, and the end of his story is yet to be determined, as he kind of disappeared into the mist as you all left him in his insanity.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, we couldn't really do much for him.
Yeah, I probably should have given him a Mr. Pibb.
A Mr. Pibb, not a Dr. Pepper.
that's like the ultimate insult.
He doesn't deserve. He deserves a snake oil. It's a placebo. You're not gonna waste good medicine on this plebeian.
He's not even worth a Mr. Pibb. He deserves a Mr. I forget.
Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Thunder.
He deserves a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Just 1 calorie, not evil enough.
No,
I've
even
literally
worse.
seen like a wall of Mr. Pibb, Mr. Dr. Pepper knockoffs, and it's like, damn, people.
One of these days, I'll go to the Dr. Pepper Museum. It's not that far from here.
But as I said, luckily you managed to get to her in time, and she has not been used as bait for this insane fisherman. Arabella quickly thanked you all and gave you instructions on how to get back to her camp. Luckily, she's old enough to know directions, and you were just north of Alaki.
Yeah.
After being reunited with her father, Lovett Luvash, if I'm pronouncing that right, and her uncle Erigal. Fucking names. I'm terrible at pronouncing them. Her father drunkenly and very gratefully rewarded you guys with 1,200 gold, as well as 12 potions of greater healing.
So that would be 200 gold and 2 potions of greater healing for all of us.
It's a group
Like
fund,
each.
not like each.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a group. It's just at the moment we didn't really have time to discuss how you wanted to divide it, especially with
Right,
me
yeah.
roboting to hell. So for the sake of this is simply in party loot until otherwise specified.
Gotcha.
Additionally, the Vistani were very grateful and allowed you a quickened ride to the location you need to go to, taking a shortcut that you now have on your map from the road towards the Wizards of Wine winery. Upon approaching, however, you were quickly called down by a group of people who were huddled near a tree. You quickly learned that these are the Martikal family, the owners of the Wizards of Wine, and the elder, I guess, the head of the family of the Blue Water Inn people that you were familiar with. And we're gonna pick up right there. I'm gonna give Reed one more ping. Hopefully he'll join in soon. If not, I can autopilot him. Autopilot beloved. Let me just ping him real fast.
I should tell this business owner things are going well for profit's sake.
Wouldn't really say the best of profits at the moment.
Well, I mean, the real estate value alone is at least a point.
How many points do you wonder? I'm not exactly privy to the games that mortals play.
Subtract 1 vampire horde, so however many points that equals.
Mustard Seed just shrugs. It's like, whatever, you're the expert.
Oh, well, it's 53 points.
Rather generous. We may not be flooded with vampire spawn. We have our own troubles. One of our very obnoxious neighbors has decided to make our lives a little bit more difficult as of late.
Oh no. Did they lower the real estate value for you?
Very much so. The old man says with a rolling his eyes. Off into the marshlands to the east, there is a rather distasteful hag. She's had a grudge against our family for quite some time.
Mustard Seed will speak up and say, let me guess, some great ancestors of yours slighted her in the most meaningless way possible, and she's never gotten over it for about 1,000 years.
More so is that we've actively stood against Strahd and his nonsense, and she's taken offense to that because she believes that Strahd is her child.
Excuse me?
Aye. It's a long story.
I mean, childbirth isn't that complicated.
That should be impossible. Hags don't really give birth. They take children from other people and then eat them, and then vomit out an actual hag child.
She considers herself a bit of a wet nurse, but if you ask her, she'll be the first one to tell you that she is Strahd's true mother, even though we know for a fact that she is not. You can't reason with crazy.
Oh, well, it's simply separation anxiety. It's quite common in women, actually.
Oh my god, it's postpartum depression.
Listen, you can be the most terrifying vampire lord, but you'll always be my baby.
Oh my god,
Aww,
that's terrifying.
that's so gross. But kind of sweet. But kind of gross.
Regardless,
Yeah,
she's taken it.
yeah.
She's taken it up as part of her motherly duty to make anyone's lives more miserable, should they ever even pose in the slightest threat. She's taken something from. She has sent out her wretched scarecrows and got lucky, managed to dig up something she shouldn't have.
Yeah, didn't you say there was like some druids also attacking you?
Yes, long story short, we've another enemy of ours. We've had beef for quite some time. The enemy of a dear friend of ours. But, long story short, they are currently, goodness, how do I explain this? We had a very powerful friend who has been aiding us for the longest of times. Ever since I was a child, in fact.
Ah, God, you tried to convert us.
Yes. There's some druids that keep the land as it is. They are enemies of ours and our friend.
Did you clip their hedge mazes?
Something like that. To keep things brief, we tried helping our friend. We've lost contact with them for quite some time. But we were hoping that perhaps we could clear them out. We failed. And what's worse...
Clear out the druids?
The druids, yes. And what's worse, they've come back to continue on the fight, and they've stolen something very important from us as well.
Which is...
It's the livelihood of our entire vineyard.
He just reaches out and pokes one of the grapevines and just like withers away, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's like, you ever seen like those old like papyrus books, like the slightest touch and it just ash?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all crumbly.
Yeah.
He-
This our vineyard. It was not, the land here in Barovia is harsh and very unforgiving. But once upon a time, quite some time ago, a very powerful druid had gifted us some very powerful artifacts. These glowing stones, one of each color, bringing about a new boon to our vineyard. Simply being around it, the wine would grow sweeter.
and
Is
they
that
sold
good?
these
Yeah, well,
I don't think you want sweet wine.
it depends on what you're in for. But I digress. Wine is one of the very few pleasures that we people of Barovia have. It's maybe not the most healthiest of habits, but it makes living in this dark and desolate land bearable.
a little more bearable. Yeah.
Getting drunk does help inebriate the pain.
Helps the medicine go
So-
down. We used to have
So-
3 of them. About 10 years ago, we don't know what happened to one of them. I still blame my worthless son. I swear, he was too busy getting his dick wet to actually watch over the fields. And you see a woman kind of like go over and pat him on the shoulder, and she says, "Darling, please, you need to let this go. I understand, but I'm still mad."
Uh-huh.
Owen was supposed to be watching, and it disappeared on his watch. He has to be held responsible. He was still a child. He was still relatively a child. 16 is not a child. All right, he's old enough to. He was at that age. Regardless, as the woman kind of motions for her husband to continue. About a few days ago, our neighbor, the hag, she had dug up a second one of these stones, making our vineyard even weaker. And just a few days ago, the druids, after our failed attempt at shooing them off, they have come by and they've stolen the last of our stones. And they're currently squatting in our vineyard.
In the house?
In the house, yes.
The druids?
Did they cause any harm? Like, did they actually hurt anyone?
They attacked us, but luckily we were able to escape. We have been forced to stay out here, camping out in the woods, hoping that perhaps maybe they will leave, but it's been a few days. We can only imagine what destruction they've dealt already.
Oh, so we're not like in the vineyard fields.
Nah, you're not near a hill. You're under a tree, like on the hill, before getting to it.
Gotcha. So we can see the house from here.
Yes.
Can we see anyone wandering around outside?
Give me a perception check.
I have one eye. Still did pretty damn good.
Pretty good at it.
I'll do a perception too.
Alright, Burn, you're the only one who's really been able to spot this. Exactly, actually.
Oh, yay.
The DC was 19.
Hooray!
You see, kind of near, like, you zoom in on your eye, and your divination magic kind of aids you in your sight. It's got, like, the, eagle vision that kind of zoom ins. There, you currently see one particular druid, kind of poking their head out. You can't see the details of his face because it's really far away, but it's very much a very manic motion. So he's kind of like in the distance that you see, like, oh yeah, clearly that's a crackhead over there. Don't go over there.
Does he like notice us, or is he just like glancing in all directions before he dives back in?
No, he doesn't seem to notice you guys. But I will say, Mustard Seed, you and Burn are able to see this. Even though the vineyards are like shriveled up and dying, you see movement. Every once in a while, you'll see like a twig or a leaf. You think maybe from the rain that's kind of trickling down here, twitches. But then there's a jolt every once in a while that you can tell is like, yeah, no, something's in the field.
With that success, do I know, like, how close by they are?
Hard to say. You see movement kind of all over the field. They're kind of out there.
Alright. Like, the nearby bushes, like, that they're rustling through, are they, like, close by?
It's the actual vineyard, like, the vine.
Oh, okay. I'll just go ahead and make a note of it to the rest of the group that didn't pass. It's like, yeah, there's something here. And it may not be the hags.
So it
Or
didn't-
druid?
Maybe, who knows? We can't see him.
That's what I asked. Like, didn't the hag send like scarecrows? You said.
Yes. Well, you think she specifically made those just to fuck with us? But yes, she has these constructs. She's embedded to patrol every once in a while. We try our best to shoo them off as best we can, but we don't have a home to really fortify at the moment.
Well, then we'll just have to approach this humble little shed of yours and inquire what we could do about these sorts of gentlemen that need to vacate the prince.
If you can, if I remember correctly, there are 3 of them. Three
You're sure they're not druids?
There are 3 druids that are within the house.
And you sure this vineyard, you legally obtained it and didn't just put it on top of druid sacred land?
This, I assure you, this land was awarded to my family many generations ago. By the king himself.
Okay. And
Mustard Seed will pat Dr. Peppers on the shoulder and say, regardless of whether they got it legally or not, there are people who work for Strahd in there that need to die.
Oh, that maybe they just need some medicating to wean off of the drugs.
Can I phone a friend and see if I know what's up with the druids around here? I'm still set to history, so
Okay.
my ghost friends are set to history, I should say.
Yeah, go ahead and roll history. See what you managed to pick up.
Not great. Oh, wait.
No, that's really great.
That's really good.
No, I only saw the 9 at first. I didn't realize that the 20 was the one that got counted.
Nice. All right. Once again, you channel the spirits of this realm. As everyone's speaking, you do a quick little ritual and you close your eyes and you listen. And then you feel a presence as it kind of gets right behind you and whispers into your ear. Druids of old. They are the ones that have granted Strahd his claim upon this land. They are in legion with the vampire. And they intend to utilize it well. To keep these lands, as wretched as they are, to bend it to their will.
So these guys are assholes. So I won't feel bad about killing them. Okay. I'll just mention to the guys, like, yeah, these druids are pretty much assholes. My ghost friends say that they suck, so...
They suck? Oh, that's a little harsh. Even the worst drug addicts have some redeeming qualities worth protecting.
No, these guys are pretty awful. They basically gave the land to Strahd, let him come in and take over. They're hoping to feast on the scraps and take over themselves, more or less.
Well, we'll just see if we can convert some nasty perspectives to the better. Wouldn't be a very good doctor if I thought every patient was worth tossing in the incinerator.
I will say, if it wasn't for the fact that they worked for Strahd, I would be curious about the hags. Not often you get to see a lot of sentient fae, but they are definitely wasting that sentience on a man who is not worth it.
I'll see about that. And also, Dr. Pepper is hopping over to that humble abode.
Alrighty.
If you hold on just a moment, I can maybe take a look inside and see just exactly what we're dealing with.
Do we know what the druids look like?
Manic crackheads, from what I can see at a distance.
They should be the only ones in there, so...
Should. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Smart.
Oh, I thought you were going to scry in there. Are you going in person?
No, I mean, I'm gonna do that first, but like, I don't have Scry yet, but I have something maybe similar that I could just like. But unless, that was Gray telling me maybe I shouldn't waste it.
No.
Yeah.
You are free to do as you please.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
I'm a birdman. They're druids. Let's just understand each other.
Every time you guys describe them as crackheads, I just think of the Dave Chappelle crackhead.
We all do, John. That is how everyone in this nation, this generation.
Can we
Yeah.
take over the land, baby? I'll suck your dick.
Oh my god.
So, I do a bit of cooking, which I mention only because
Oh my.
every time my sister visits or I go to visit my sister, she asks me to make some banana bread for her. But
Oh.
she does so by sending me the Dave Chappelle, "You guys got any more of that nanner bread?" gift.
Oh my god. Anyways, I was trying to say, I can maybe look inside real quick and make sure there's not something unexpected hanging out in there as well.
Alright.
With
You can
clairvoyance.
clairvoyance, and because of your divination subclass, that's
Yeah,
basically a free spell slot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, shit. Awesome.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
Alright.
Hell
Is this the same day as the boat incident?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like the afternoon now.
Yeah. It's that all happened in the morning. At this point, it's getting like closer to like 3 to 4.
Okay, doke. I was just curious. I don't have my spell anymore. I have one
Oh.
spell that I can use a day.
Right. Alright. So, Burn, where are you placing the sensor?
I'll ask the lord and lady of the house to describe, like, I guess, like, their main foyer, sitting room, living room situations. I'm sure that's probably where they're gonna be.
Well, we don't really. We have a dining space on the upstairs. Most of our living quarters are simple rooms, but
I just
majority.
need a place where they might gather. That's all I need to know.
There's a large center area where the hang on.
Go look at the map.
The map. Gotta look at the map. The map.
Let's go to the map.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
There
Where
are
do y'all wants to go?
Yeah.
near, in the center of the building. There's the main brewery where there are fermentation vats. It kind of spreads out from both the floor. It's an open area that divides the first and second floor. If you put it
Gotcha.
in there, you should be able to see a lot.
Yeah, so like on the ceiling in that room.
Yeah.
Cool. That's where I'll put it.
Okay. I am going to swap over to the map so I can show you guys.
Hey.
Bro.
Yeah. All right, I'll
Okay.
compromise with you. We just go up there, introduce ourselves as the new neighbors, and if they get huffy, then you can stab them in the face. How about that?
All right.
Well, I'm just looking to make sure there's no surprises waiting for us.
All
The
right.
surprise is us and our generous new neighborly gifts of wine.
All right.
But they already have all the wine they could want.
Well, that's
More wine.
it's just customary in these lands.
Alright, I will reveal this area for you. You see before you 4 massive vats
Alright.
that seem to be brewing wine from the ceiling. There's a bit of a balcony that leads up to what looks to be closer towards like maybe a living area, simply from like the area that you can like peer through like windows and doors. But at the
Yeah.
ground floor, near the base of these 4 vats, you watch as this zoom in. So I specifically picked this token because of her face.
Yeah.
She felt mad.
My
She looks
Uh,
like she's like.
Free.
It looks like she's like trying to drop a shit real bad, man.
He's
I
like,
know.
unleash the fury.
You see, that's why you need a bidet.
Yeah. You would think Druid would get more fiber.
Anyways, so I see
Oh.
her.
Anyway, I remember one of these
That's
druids.
bad.
Yeah, I remember one of these druids having a description. So let me make sure that this isn't the one.
Gotcha.
In the meantime, where do we put our tokens?
We're not. I'm just spying right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, and it does have a reading. The balcony creaks, drawing your eyes to a wide-looking figure hunched over the westmost cast. I need to move her because she's over here.
Bloop.
There's cast. She wears a gown made of animal skins and a headdress of a goat horn, as well as her hair is long and unkept. Oh right, I remember. I gave her this. Burn. You realize that she also has somewhat of an armor plating of sorts. It's chitinous in a way.
Ugh, like bugs.
Like bug. It's this black and has this pink highlight to it as well.
Cute. That was a weird gasp. You recognize this?
Maybe.
Yeah, she's currently skirting. Suddenly, you see two things kind of skirt across the floor as these bundles of twigs and vines begin to just skitter across the floor, almost sentient in the way that it dances across the floor. She motions over to one of these creatures, towards another casket, and it begins to retch up something like a putrid black seed that she then grabs it and puts it into the cask. She seems to be poisoning these wine.
Alright, and that's it. I only see her and these other creatures.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there should be at least 3 druids.
Yep.
We saw one outside.
Well, there's one by the door, at
Oops.
least.
I forgot to move that.
Does
token.
she look like... Oh, does she look like a leader?
Hard to say. She doesn't have anything.
No, like, symbol of authority or anything?
Yeah. I mean, you can give an insight.
Sure, let's do that.
If he described some of her paraphernalia, would I be able to pick up any sort of religious significance to her gear?
I mean, I'm probably, saying this out loud as I'm describing the scene.
I'll allow it for disadvantage because you're getting it from a secondhand source.
Alrighty, I'll see if I can grok her vibe. 9 and a 12. Okay.
17, not bad.
From what you can tell, the headdress seems druidic. It's a little complicated because druids aren't exactly a religion. It's more of a cult over nature. And from what these guys, and what you've managed to gather from your ghost friend already, is that these druids, they don't worship a god, they are trying to control nature.
So they want to be God.
Yeah.
Essentially, they are power hungry druids that want to keep the status quo. Essentially,
Mm-hmm.
It's your basic
Wow.
cult.
Yeah.
yeah. If anything, they probably
And then
revere
I-
Strahd as a god, which
Yeah. He is the land, after all.
He is the land, so, and they control the land. So in a way, they kind of control Strahd.
Not even creative.
And an
Maybe I
ass.
should pass that message on. Maybe I should pass that message on to him.
Yeah, maybe.
Get them in trouble with their boss.
But anyway,
Shrug.
with a 24 insight burn,
Yes.
you're able to infer that if she was a leader, she probably wouldn't be doing the grunt work.
Fair enough.
Unless she's a micromanager.
Well, then she would be having them do it while standing over their shoulder.
Ugh.
Either way, it'd be a bitch move, so she's not probably the leader. Alright.
Oh.
So
That's
I'll-
that. Good for you.
Yeah.
Let's all introduce ourselves and keep a knife handy in our purses.
As Burn, as you do notice that as you mentioned that the wine is being poisoned, there's a visible look of disgust and distraught across the family's face. Like, this is effectively like years worth of wine going down the drain.
well, we'll see what we can do.
All right.
As I
Now,
return back to my own vision.
Ew.
Alright
all
then.
good?
Is there anything else
So-
you guys want to do before you want to prepare for? Before you
Head up there.
approach?
I cast Mage Armor already, so that's my
Yeah?
prep.
Okay.
I do-
So are we gonna have everybody just like knock and step inside and pretend to be cordial, or are we gonna have like some people sneak?
I think we're
I'm
gonna have
thinking
like
whatever you guys do.
yeah, we're gonna have a face and then have others like nearby.
Okay.
I mean,
Johnny?
So I don't
Yeah.
have to cast Pass Without Trace.
Johnny, yes, you were saying.
and where's the other one? This. I just feel like these could come in handy.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Where does it?
Okay. Irina will speak up and say,
Ooh.
she will essentially say, we should probably leave someone here to protect the family. They seem rather defenseless, if I'm being honest.
Oh. Well, beloved, why don't you hang 10 by the family, and if anyone tries to give you any guff, well, you show them the door. And he points to the mace.
Everyone's just like, think of the children, and we point to the two Vendelkind.
Not children.
Yeah.
I mean, this is essentially what I'm saying is, who do you leave? What NPC are you going to be taking with you? Because DM, roll the curtain behind. I'm allowing you one NPC while the other two protect the non-combatants.
I think Izzet could cause some chaos.
I would like to see Perry in action. I have a possible business opportunity depending on some,
You're rating his performance.
yeah.
You got a clipboard. My vote's for Izzet because I think he can bring a lot of pain to them.
I'm fine with either Periwinkle or Isaac.
Okay. Would anyone
That
like to...
Izzet wants to go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Isaac, he's a little torn because he wants to protect Irina, but at the same time, he's still kind of shaking
Awkward.
off the awkwardness from before.
Come on, some adrenaline will help you come to terms with all that.
I need to punch
There's
something.
nothing like.
But yeah, would anyone like to break the tie?
Who hasn't voted?
What's Izzik's whole deal again? Like, what's his... What kind of
Warlock, I'm
combat
pretty
do we do?
sure.
He's a warlock
He's-
who specializes in hand-to-hand combat,
He's
I
a
mean, we
dude.
don't really have very much in the way of hand-to-hands.
but his
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast are flavored as like his hand, like firing off like he's
Oh, like God hand.
yeah.
Yeah, like Vampire Hunter D.
Yeah, that works. That sounds fine.
Okay. Irina and Periwinkle will protect the NPCs. Isaac will go for a walk with you guys.
Getting all the references.
And Beloved's with us because, you know, if Reed shows up, he wants to be there too.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, now everyone wipe your pants, and I'll just carry this crushed. What was it? This crushed red velvet? Scroll 2 things.
Alright, I'm gonna open up a little bit more so that you guys have room to, you know, either explore
Put
or
our tokens.
put your tokens down. The red marks that you see on the map, those are doorways. I highlighted them
Alright.
so it's easier to see.
Where should
So
we
we go? Where do we go?
This spot right here.
Here? Oh, it says upper floor though.
I'm just using it as like
oh.
open space so that you guys can move.
Gotcha.
Right.
Ah, it's a red
Hi.
crushed wine bottle. That sounds fancy.
Yeah.
We are
Where
very
is
tiny.
Yeah, I need to zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, I wanted
Yeah.
to make sure that the map itself is low resolution, and I couldn't map it up perfectly. So,
Alright.
Yeah.
for brevity's sake, I mean, you guys can see your tokens.
Yeah.
I'm going high. I'm basically gonna check and see if there's a second floor window I can sneak through.
Okay.
Yeah.
With your
So
flight,
we need to have. Mhm.
I will mark.
I know you're really small, but would you like a pass without a trace?
I mean, I will take it, but it won't. If I get too far from the party, it'll drop. But
No, it won't. If it gets cast on you and then you keep it
oh,
for
I
a
thought you
while.
had to stay within the bubble for the whole time.
I
Yeah.
think it's just. I think
There
the
is
bubble
no
is
bubble. It's just.
I think the cast range is like how close you have to be to like get the buff in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each creature choose within 30 feet of view, including yourself, gets +10. Okay, so yeah, I'll say I cast Path Without a Trace, so everybody technically gets the stealth, but it's mainly for Chemu.
Yep.
Alright.
There you go.
Yeah. Peachy.
Alright, so
Okey-doke.
the upper floor, like, areas, I have revealed it, so if you want to check those out, you can.
Okay. My goal is to not stray too far from the party, but I want to get like a inside and see if I can backdoor these guys.
Right.
So we're gonna have the doctor and Johnny go talk, quote unquote.
Yep.
Quote unquote. Oh yeah,
Keep them
Johnny.
distracted, but once you're ready to strike, I'll flip the switch and terrify it.
Yeah.
Yeah. With your nice scary face. I love that. I love those kind of shots in films where it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Alright. Johnny, if you wouldn't mind accompanying me, and Dr. Pepper pulls out a wing.
From where?
He has
Yeah.
wings on his back.
Oh, I thought he just pulled another one out.
No, I meant like his arm.
He
Oh.
pulls out a chicken wing.
He pulls out a bucket of KFC.
We're
It
on
goes
hot one.
great with Dr. Peppers.
Yeah.
It does not.
He
It
is
does.
constantly networking.
You know, that is sort of what the setup I was thinking of going with on this is.
It's great to go along peepsy.
Don't you
Have you
dare
tried mixing it with milk?
Don't
No.
you dare bring up my competitors.
Help.
My
Yeah.
apologies, their name is really funny to me. I don't know why.
I never say why. But that aside,
Yeah. So yeah, which one's like the front door?
Probably this.
Hard to say. As you guys get over there, let me reveal more space. You
And
do
one
see
of them will do.
You do see an opening
What?
over here.
Oh,
It's like a garage.
It is that area right there is specifically a drop-off carriage. It seems that has a few barrels left in there, but you don't know how long. Additionally, to the right of it seems to be a stable of sorts, with you hear two draft horses inside.
Do they look terrified?
I mean, they're in a closed space. They seem a little distressed, but they're keeping quiet.
I mean, they are horses. They're like dumb zebras. They don't know better.
Are any of these windows open?
They are all closed, but you can see through them.
All right.
Let me reveal the spots that you can see. seems to be a drop-off location where they would roll some, like, a barrel here to drop down into a wagon. You see one of this very weird-looking, much taller-looking vine creature. Seems to be more humanoid-sized.
Mm-hmm.
It's currently...
Where's this?
It's on the second floor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're doing Shem's thing right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, as you guys are traveling towards this door, give me another perception check, if you would. An active perception check, group.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Would I be in on this or not?
You can, yes.
Hey.
Okay, let
If
me
need
find
be.
my sheet.
If need be, you can always let out the horses as a distraction.
Exactly. Excuse me?
Right. Okay, 8, 15, 15, 20. As everyone is traveling, the sound of the rain kind of blocks out any surrounding sound. The brush and vines that would normally be filled with life kind of crumple and crack with every drop of rain. However, Johnny, you are the only one who really hears this as you're walking up towards the door. Damn it. I should have prepared music for this specific scene. Damn it. There's always one.
Alright.
I'm gonna take a chance. YouTube, don't fuck me.
The fitnessgram pacer test.
Oh my god.
Here's a multi aerobics.
YouTube, why do you give me so many ads?
So,
They're really cracking down on that recently.
For
so
real?
my
Oh yeah, like yesterday
Preferred.
they were like, I see you have an ad blocker. You mind getting rid of that? I'm like, well, I could either watch an ad for 15 seconds or spend 15 seconds waiting for the X. So no.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Anyway, I'll probably just edit in later. You hear skittering, crackling, movement. As a hunter, you yourself are tuned to know when you are being stalked. And you're being stalked by something, or rather, some things.
Do I get an idea of the direction they're coming from?
Johnny was the one who got this.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So where do I know where they're coming from?
You turn around, and then you see it. The forest itself is moving and scattering off in the distance. The vineyard itself is coming back to life, but not in a way that you would want. As these twigs and vines begin to swirl and reshape themselves into little figures. And like a plague of locusts, these creatures are now very quickly dashing towards you.
I nudge Pepper and just point at the now swarm heading towards us.
Oh.
I think we got something.
Oh, that's very interesting. Looks like we better make a greater haste than expected.
They are 120 feet away. I will now start putting down tokens to show how many there
Where they are.
actually are.
And it's just us three fighting them.
They are
We're
currently
back here.
120 feet away, but they are very quickly approaching you guys. How would you like to handle
Oh
this?
shit.
Johnny, would you mind telling Bernard and the others over there to handle that while we take up the front?
I think they're gonna come this way whether we like it or not.
Yeah, but as soon as we have those inside in front of us for a good, quick dealing with, the sooner we can deal with them as they take over those troublemakers.
What?
That whoever answers the door we kill, as our associates over there handle those rushing us from the right.
I mean, once we start fighting, they're probably gonna notice anyway.
Fair enough.
All right,
I just
they
thought-
are 90
right,
feet
yeah.
away from you guys now. What are you doing?
Let me check something really quick.
Shit. I have some queued up. I'll wait for them first, though.
I have my bow queued up.
Yeah. I'm just gonna knock on the door real quick.
Okay.
All right, you knock on the door. There's no immediate response. Johnny, what are you doing?
Are they still only 90 feet away?
They are now getting closer. They're going to be 60 feet close in next round.
I'll wait for one round.
I'm gonna take my attacks on the closest one, which would be this one over here.
Alrighty.
Do- Should we move down here? Like, I don't know actually where we were supposed to be ending.
Izek is going to
We
be
were-
like, oh, fuck, we gotta go. He's going
Yeah.
to try and motion, at the very least, well, I mean, he's going to try, because there's just straight up a horde of enemies heading our way.
Yeah.
It might be wise to get on a horse and gallop through that.
Yeah. Even Beloved is like, okay, maybe that's not something I want to be in the middle of.
Yeah, it seems politeness has kind of gone the way of no.
The
still.
dodo.
Alright.
Oh,
They are
Thank-
now.
well.
Alright, Mustard Seed, if you want, you can roll your attacks.
All right. I have 2. 25 and 24.
Alright, that hits 2.
All right. First attack is a 9. Second attack, 10. 19. I'm gonna focus it on this one. This one.
Okay.
I don't know if my arrows can even hit a swarm, but it'll do something.
Alright. You see 2 little twig blights just get snapped in half, but the swarm itself still seems relatively intact.
Hmm.
So they're 60 away now.
Yes, they are 68 feet away.
Play a sharp chord on the violin and cast Shatter.
Okay.
Centered here, hit these 3.
So, I believe I will have realized something's going down at this point as well. And I'd probably start shooting, or helping shoot. I'm up on this, basically on the second floor, just raining arrows down on them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage on your shatter, Johnny.
So 3d8 plus 1 more extra d8, so that's 4d8. 19.
I have a lot of dice to roll.
Have these guys noticed me yet? Like,
Not yet. So you can get your sneak attack off.
okie dokie. Would that give me advantage on the short bow shot, or is that only melee?
For the sake that this is a
range weapons too.
range weapons work as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a sniper shot.
And 3.5, it didn't.
Yeah, 2.5. Got weird things like
25
that.
probably hits.
Alright, Johnny, as they get within range, you give a shrill shriek, and there's just a detonation as 15 of these twig blights just get splintered.
Oof.
Woo! Very nicely done.
The horde has been cut down in half at this point, but they're still racing towards you guys.
Can
Okay.
I try something?
Sorry, hang
Yeah?
on, let me turn the music down a little bit because it's a little loud.
Right.
All right, what'd you say, Dr. Pepper?
Can I try something?
Sure, go ahead.
Alright. I pull out a fist from the ground and punch it down.
All right. This does only target one creature.
Oh.
Also
no.
only 30 feet. I don't think you're close enough.
Never mind then.
Sorry. Swarms. That
They do
I'll
be
prob-
that.
I'll probably follow Johnny's suggestion and cast Shatter myself.
okay. Where are you centering it at?
Hit these 3.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's starting to roll better. Jesus, that's... I've rolled so many 19s.
You're so strong today.
Surprisingly, there is still a swarm that survives. However, because AoEs and swarms with tiny little hit point twig blights, this swarm of effectively 30 enemies that were going to attack you 30 times is now only dropped down to only 5, as they are now racing towards you guys.
I nudge Izek to blast them.
Izek's like, I can take a hit. Let me bring up a sheet. Roll 20, please roll. Please load. There we go. Let's see. Let's just fuck it. He lifts up his hand, and he's gonna cast Burning Hands.
Oh.
And because these are indeed, they're literal dry pieces of wood, they take double damage. As before this swarm can even get within range, he just lifts up his hands, and there's a like burst of air that kind of goes back toward, like erupts from his front. His cape billows backwards, and there is only ash remaining.
Well done.
Congratulations! You avoided 30 d4 points of damage on a single character.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you don't want to show up here under level. These guys will fuck you up.
All right then.
Oh. Let's try that again. Knocks on the door.
Shem,
Yeah.
you hear an audible "Oh shit" from inside the room.
The beds.
Okay. So, I'll float down to the group. Like, so I'm pretty sure they know we're here.
Oh, well, that's good. Maybe they can know how to be polite by introducing themselves.
Yeah.
I think that was their way of introducing themselves.
Yeah.
No, that's a terrible invitation.
Sounds like to me our stealth didn't exactly work and they know what's up.
Well, in that case, I best find a window and spot one of them to deal with this more directly then.
Or we can just kick the door down.
Well, that's sort of what I mean, but I wanted it to be a bit of a surprise. Try and go... Is there a window, or is that what the reds mean?
The red.
The reds are doors.
Is the door unlocked?
Check the door.
It is indeed unlocked.
Okay.
Alright. Poke my head through. Do we see anything?
All right. Swapping over books. Gotta move them.
So I'm gonna still be stealthy, and I'm gonna like stick. I'm basically gonna go into the door and float up to the ceiling and weapon of choice my way through.
Okay. You still have your +10.
Okay. So should I give you a stealth check?
Go ahead.
Oh, good. Okay. That was not great. But it's still 27.
As you peer into this room, you see that it is a barrel-making workshop of sorts. Straps of iron and wood lay in a neat pile on the floor of the workshop, the walls of which are lined with tools. Two work tables are kind of stand against the eastern wall.
So do you all want to go in as one, or does half of the group want to take the building behind us?
There is no building behind us.
There's
That's
nothing
just
building behind us.
What's this?
that's the
That's
second
second
floor.
floor.
It's just split into two maps.
Oh, I misunderstood things greatly.
It's alright.
Well, in that case, does half the group want to go around back while the other takes on the front?
I feel like splitting the party is not a great idea at the moment.
Yes, but it also divides the enemy's attention.
Not necessarily.
Alright.
I have a feeling they know we're here, so they're probably gonna get defensive.
Alright.
There is a chance they may not know our exact location, though.
That's why I'm staying hidden. I'm gonna keep an eye on you guys, but I'm not gonna be with the actual group. I'm gonna stay close enough that I can help, but not in the line of fire.
Like a true rogue.
Alright, one piercing strike as a whole then. Everyone, let's just jaunt our way in.
Okay. Slowly but surely,
Yeah.
your party makes your way through.
So he keeps floating to like I don't know what you'd call it, kind of like the corner against the ceiling, like that little freeway intersection of all the walls, and he's just like splitting between corner and corner of the room and staying like against the ceiling.
Peer into the next room.
You're like that. You're basically like that one little like those really long-legged mosquito things that fly into the house and they kind of bump into. Yes, those.
Well,
things.
I was thinking Christopher Walken in Weapon of Choice, but that works too.
I'm sorry. Alright, next area you go into. First thing you see, there's a door to the south. This is a barrel storage of sorts. Rows of new barrels filled this room. A narrow stone staircase spirals upwards in the southwest corner.
So, does this go upstairs?
It does.
Alright.
Do these barrels look like they've been tampered with?
They are empty barrels, so.
Oh, okay.
You're free to put an explosive in there. Or other kind of surprise. Well, I'm pretty sure in the room to the south of here, we're gonna find a whole gaggle of people. So, if we want to take a chance on jumping on them, that's a spiral staircase that goes upstairs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the room that Bernard saw was like an open room that like was both floors in one, so to speak. Like
Yes.
there was a balcony from the second floor.
Because.
Oh, the boss is on the second floor.
Yep.
So,
What Burn can remember, the door to the south should lead him to the fermentation vats area.
Would it be alright? I'll be honest with y'all. I have Crown of Madness, so if I get a high enough ranking individual, I can have them kill their associates.
If we
Nice.
find them.
Fair enough. Well,
So it's an idea for sure.
I'm gonna go up the stairs and poke my head out.
Okay. Peer the map over towards the upper half. Going up the stairway. Oh, reveal, not hide. Come on, Roll20, work with me here. It leads to a narrow hallway with several doors on the northern side and a window that you can peer out on the far end.
Oh, well, that's not very convenient.
There's a hallway leading towards the south as well.
Okay.
I think it might be wise if we were on the upper floor, because very few people. Well, if you're above them, you have the high ground, don't you?
Yeah.
The high ground.
I have the high ground, Anakin.
I'm gonna. Are these doors open? Like, can I just float by and do like a flyby and peek in?
They are closed, but they are not locked.
Okay.
Actually, hang on, let me double check that. Just remember some of these. Which one are you checking first?
I'm gonna check the first door first.
Alright. This. The doors are not locked.
Okay.
Do you peek inside?
Yeah. Can I like peek through the keyhole or anything like that, or do I have to open the door? Because
You'd have to open the door. There's no keyhole.
okay. Well, I will just. Is anyone following me, or am I solo up here?
I am up.
Okay.
I can check door number 2 if you're going for door number 1.
Are we all going upstairs then?
Yeah,
That's
come
up
on,
to you
guys.
guys.
Let's have a day of it. Maybe we'll find a donkey.
Donkey. Donkey.
Donkey. I get the feeling no one remembers that game show about the 3 doors.
No.
Monty Hall.
Yeah.
Yes!
Let's make a deal.
Damn, they made a whole show based on that one thought
Yes, the experiment and came before the show. That'd be actually very awesome.
Oh, Vic,
Yeah.
make sure to move your token. Thank you.
And I was looking at a different monitor.
Sorry. Sorry. Alright.
Johnny, take door number 3. Or actually look down the hallway. Whatever you want.
I'm the goat.
Goated.
With your passive stealth with the pass without trace, you walk up stealthily as a group. We'll go down the line from right to left. Shem, as you peer into this room, you see it. It is a dining room and kitchen.
Like I said before.
Yep.
Ooh. The room contains a regular table surrounded by 8 chairs, an L-shaped cupboard, and a floor-to-ceiling closet pantry in the corner. Next to the pantry is a small iron stove.
Very nice. Very classy.
Can we look inside the cupboards?
Oh, that's
Alright.
great.
See if any of the food's rotted too.
There seems to be
Probably is.
there's a little bit of moldy bread. A lot of the utensils are wood. The pantry, I mean, most of it is like for long storage, but a lot of this stuff seems pretty. A lot of the ingredients seem pretty at home at a winery, of all places. A lot of simple dried meats and cheeses.
Alright.
And oddly enough, sunflower seeds. Like, a lot of seeds.
Well, people can have outside interests.
Alright.
There's an everything bagel, in fact, that was left unattended on the table.
Oh my god.
Yes, we all love that movie.
Alright. I do, it's really good.
Alright,
We
there
get them
is-
to eat the bagel, and then we get them to have to take a drug test, and they test positive for heroin, and then they go to jail.
Seinfeld reference.
Yeah.
No, that's a real thing.
Yeah, poppy
Oh
seeds.
yeah. I'll-
Yeah.
Poppy
I
seeds,
mean,
yeah.
They did it on MythBusters.
Whoa.
the only, unfortunately, the only heroine we have would be Beloved, and
That's an
Mustard's-
anti-heroine, if anything.
Hey. Mamma mia, that's a spicy one. All right, well, take the cover in case you need to throw it on top of someone.
all right.
Beloved just
Very
rips it
realistic.
out of the wall so she can toss it at someone like Lady Demetresque with the vanity.
Great.
Well, all right. Well, in that case, beloved, toss it through this doorway, and maybe you'll hit someone on the other side.
Well,
So,
Yeah.
you want to go guns a-blazing, or
Is this a door?
it is indeed
Yep.
a door to the right and to the south.
I bet that's just a pantry, but we
So
can
you
check it
said-
out if you want.
You said one was a pantry, right?
The pantry is in the top right corner, right there.
Okay, yeah,
Oh.
that makes sense.
I wonder what this is.
I'm ready to get this door if anybody else wants to get the one in the south.
All right.
I'll check the south door. I'm trying to be stealthy about it, but I mean, like,
We'll go with
the door
mustard.
opening is probably gonna be noticeable.
We'll go with mustard seed first.
Alright.
Mustard seed, as you peer in with your passive stealth, you should be fine. But as you open the door and you peer through, you notice that this is a master bedroom.
Ah.
Hmm.
Right next to the kitchen? Damn.
Yeah.
It's a very compact living space, it seems. The room contains a four poster bed. Yeah, 4-poster bed. That's what it says. Its headboard
Oh, the
is
four.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got the 4 corners on it. The headboard is curved in the likeliness of a great raven. A soft black rug covers the floor between the bed and the door. In the corners of the south wall stands 2 slender wardrobes, with a tapestry of a church hanging on the wall between them. Beneath the tapestry sits a handsomely carved rocking cradle. And to the north, under a window, is a plain desk and chair. Other
How
furnishing-
long has this place not been under owner
uh,
use?
At least a couple of days. It does look a little tossed. Like
Okay, I was just seeing if it was long enough that, like, things that weren't theirs would be there.
yeah, it seems like some of the sheets have been like tossed aside. Some of the like finer jewelry or something like that's kind of been tossed aside. Druids don't really care for that kind of shit, so you imagine they didn't really have any.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, squatter's right. on
Yeah,
that.
other furnishings include a wooden chair and a freestanding mirror in a wooden frame. So,
Does that tapestry with a church? Sorry if I stopped you.
no, you go ahead.
Does that tapestry of a church have a cross on it by chance?
No,
Or-
it is the symbol of the Dawnfather.
Ah,
It's like
duh.
the sun.
Yeah.
I turned the mirror around to face a wall.
Okay.
I don't
Good
know.
idea.
I don't trust it.
Oh, Johnny, you're beautiful in your own way. You shouldn't doubt yourself.
Something's gonna come out of there. I don't trust it.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
All
Anything useful?
right. Give me an investigation check. Whoever wants to.
I don't know what my situation is.
Well, with the symbol of the sun on that faith, is that something vampires are against?
Nope.
So,
It's a
okay.
bedroom.
No. I said no about that, but like, yeah, I mean, like, holy symbols in general are pretty, you know.
It's a symbol of
Somewhat
a
of a war.
church, but it's like the same way a Christian would have like a crucifix hanging over like the kitchen.
So this tapestry wouldn't, by chance, like if you toss it on a vampire, wouldn't burn them.
Most likely no.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think the faith thing works in this universe.
I mean, in this
Yeah.
universe, we can literally channel the radiance of a god to blast people with. That's probably the more effective use.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Tossing a
They're
holy
a bit
symbol
more
at someone
resistant.
is not the most effective use. Let's see. 13 investigation. Johnny. I mean,
Yeah.
this is that old man's personal bedroom. So
Yeah, yeah.
like, you can obviously it's gonna have like personal biddies and stuff like that. Uh, I mean, there's probably got something in the cupboards if you want to check that out.
I mean, we're not investigating him.
Yeah.
I don't think we're blackmailing him.
No.
You can also check the desk. It does seem a little bit scattered about.
Oh.
Given how the room is all thrown around, they might be stuff.
Yeah, it seems like
So-
it seems like they were looking for something.
Seems like it.
Yeah, it seems random for Strahd's supposed mother midwife to randomly choose his
these-
farmstead.
These are the druids. They are
We don't know if
separate.
she's related to this attack.
I thought
Yeah,
the druids worked for the hag.
They are separate entities.
So they got double teamed by two factions against them.
Exactly.
Okay, so the druids weren't the birds the hag sent.
No.
No.
Okay then. You were saying as you were investigating the desk.
One thing of note, you see a very shredded pile of paper, just kind of scattered about across the desk.
I don't have mending. Fuck.
I prestidigitation? Does that work?
Probably not. Would there be any way to kind of puzzle it back together and get like a vague idea of what the writing is?
We could try that.
You can try that. Give me with advantage because you have people helping you. One person give me investigation. I feel like that's another investigation roll.
Yeah. I have a +5.
I have nothing in investigation, so you might want to take it.
So well, okay, there we go. Oh, here's 7. Even better.
All right, Dr. Pepper. Oh, you love puzzles. It's so fun. In no time, you gather the shredded pieces and begin to like re-jumbifying them, and you realize that it's a map.
Oh. Oh.
Map!
A
The
map
map
of what?
of what?
Why?
It's the
It's a map.
It is the map of Barovia, actually.
Okay.
Oh.
There are a few. Marks across
out,
it in red ink, essentially.
Okay.
Mhm.
Can I get any sort of vibe on what these marks are? Like,
I'll say, yeah, you can. This seems to be reveals all the shipment locations that the Wizards of Wine are currently had set off their shipments of wine.
Mhm.
okay.
On the side, there is indeed a ledger. One is BV, which stands for Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Okay.
In
Have
the
we been there yet?
Actually, yes. It is in
Okay.
the village of Barovia, which is basically Irina's hometown.
Okay.
Next is BW, Blue Water Inn, which is in Velaki.
Where we just were.
Next is K, which you can very clearly understand is Kretz. Krez.
Mhm.
And
Who we
last-
also met, I think.
And there are 2 X's that are on the map, which I will reveal in just a little bit, which have the words Vistani written across it.
Oh.
Okay.
And
So this
finally,
guy-
there's an S. It seems to be the very old one. It's at a
the
crossroad.
only S that
At a crossroad?
At a crossroad.
would I have any idea what that S is?
I mean,
Strahd. He's the only S1 we really know of right now.
Is
Yeah.
it a Susie S?
Come on.
All right.
Let me just reveal these areas on the world map.
Alright. Okay, so I think we can all at least surmise these druids plan on poisoning literally the supply chain.
Yep.
Yeah. Have to hope they haven't sent out any shipments already.
I think we would have noticed that.
Well, yeah, the horses still seem to be in the stable, and the cart hauling stuff out of here is still a bit dusty. So
And the Blue Water Inn hadn't gotten any shipments in a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been quite some time.
All right.
Oh. With that settled, if you'll excuse me, and I take a cup and put my ear hole up to the wall over there. Just to make sure.
The room on the left, is that correct?
Am I right?
All right, in the bedroom. Is that where you're doing it? Show me where your actual character is on the map.
Oh, jeepers creepers. Sorry, right. We've been so relaxed about it. There we go.
All right, you put your ear up to that wall. Let's see. Give me a perception check.
Persuasion, performance, perception. Oh no, my ear hole isn't cuppable enough.
Oh no.
I can help.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I'm trying to hear if there's anyone on the other side of the wall we could get the jump on.
Well, I did a flyby of these two windows, and I saw inside of this room on the very far right. I don't know if that has any bearing on this current layout, because I'm not sure how much of that room I saw.
You only managed to get a sneak peek a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
But yeah, the
Okay.
there is indeed something in that area. So some sort of creature.
All right.
Do we care about property damage?
I imagine the owners would.
Yeah. I was going to say we try this door to the south where I am and see if this leads anywhere. If not, I'll do a sweep and try and check for the word I'm looking for is. There we go. Hidden doorways, but I want to check the south room first.
Alrighty, go.
And then-
for
Yeah, we just need to open this door, yeah.
It seems to be a small hallway.
Okay.
It leads
I don't think
to
that'll be-
another door.
Yep. I'm going to try and see if I can open the door just a crack that I can slip through without alerting anybody to my presence.
All right, I will need you to roll an active stealth check at this point.
Okie doke. I'm still getting plus 10 off this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that would be a 38.
Good lord!
Yeah. Yeah. There is zero sound as you very deftly turn the knob ever so gently, letting the tumbles in the door slowly creak without leaving an utter sound. As you're able to peek in. Right. I have to use this tool. You see two of those vine things. They are currently rolling a barrel towards this, what you think is a drop-off location.
All right. So I'm going to float back to the group, and I'm basically going to have like a little chat in the dining room because I don't want to be close enough that they can hear us. But I'm going to mention that appears to be some kind of loading area, and there's some find buddies in there that probably want to take out as quickly and quietly as possible.
All
I
right.
don't know how strong they are, but maybe Mustard and I can double tap one of them before we pop off with the full fight.
Well, that sounds Jim Dan to me. Mustard, how about you go on over there?
Sounds like a job for us too, then. And I sort of like look over to Chem and give him like the um unspoken Fey fist bump kind of a thing.
We're talking like the Fantastic Mr. Fox breed, just like across the highway, just raise their hand.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I like that.
Once he found out that you actually had a mind of your own, then his opinion drastically changed of you.
Yeah. Anyway, how would you guys like to approach this?
So what do the
Yeah.
two guys look like? Do they just look like regular ass goons?
They look a little beefier than the twig guys that you killed outside.
My goal is to get into the room itself and basically scurry along the ceiling and try and stay out of line of sight. See if there's more than just the two of them, because I saw this dude from the window. So so I don't know a whole lot else about this room because I saw. Well, you can't see it because it's hidden behind me. Oh, you can. I can ping it. Okay. So this chunk was blank, but I didn't see in the corners.
Can I take a quick peek, like, right here?
Alright. From the way that the door, like, opens, you're only able to see that through that way.
Gotcha. Can I try and, like, crouch down and look underneath the door to see if I can see some feet in this direction?
You mean a knife mirror?
Um,
That's
You know
where
what?
you.
You're cracking the door open. Give me a perception check. This will be hearing based.
alright.
You have bunny ears. Are those good
12.
for hearing?
Yeah, I always forget. Do Haragon have advantage on hearing based?
Let me take a look. I don't think they do, but let me see. I have proficiency in perception, not advantage.
Ah, okay. With a 12. Let's see. Yeah, it's hard to hear with between the rain and these two goopy, viney dudes that are currently walking about. You can't really hear or see anything else.
I sort of like look up and whisper to Chemu, basically saying, "Give me a hand here."
Yep. He just nods and gets his dagger out.
I look back over towards the rest of the group that are waiting in the back, just sort of like, same with my eyes, sort of like, we ready to ambush him?
Yeah, you turn around, beloved, just kind of hovering above you.
Awkwardly close.
I just say, "How stealthy of you," and just get back up, ready to pounce.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I just go like 1, 2, 3, and then because technically speaking, we would be ambushing them, so on my first turn I would get an extra attack in addition to my 2, right?
Yes, I do believe that is the ambush feat.
Well, that's actually
subclass.
part of Dread Ambusher, yeah.
You'll get your extra attack. I need everyone to roll initiative for the surprise round because you all have insanely high stealth with a path without trace.
Hell yeah.
And
I get to add my proficiency to this, and my wisdom.
I'm just gonna place Johnny in front of me as the face of operations in case someone comes in.
Who is the manager? Not me.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
just adjust this. Start with the numbers. Whoops. I forgot to clear this out from last time. Hang on.
Oh no.
Sorry, I got to clear it. I'll reapply initiatives in just a bit.
Okay.
Please stand by.
Well, while you're standing by, can I just say, you haven't roboted once this entire session so far.
That is very good. I'm so happy about that. Has it always been like that? Like, have I always just been roboting on your guys' end?
No, it
Little
was like,
bit.
I mean, not like that. Like when we first started, it was like the worst that it had been in a long time.
Glad it's hasn't always been so shitty, but still.
Yeah, like, if anything, like, it'd be like once or twice there'd be, a bit of roboting, but it was, like, extremely minor. The thing that, like, was bad was, like, perceived delays, because you were going through browser and a middleman.
Yeah.
But like, it was nowhere near as bad as it was last time.
Alright, what happens?
Yeah.
Alright, beloved and NPCs will go at the end. Because that's just how I do NPCs, rather than rolling for all of them. Always go last.
Mhm.
Gotta
Unless-
walk into the room.
Unless specifically said otherwise. Alright. I'll get... And... Battle music back on.
Hey.
Alright, immediately, top of the order, Shem, how you do this?
I'm gonna zip into the doorway, immediately zip upwards, like, whoopsie, wrong button. Gonna just like, and I'm assuming I saw the guy wandering left when we still had a sight on him. So one of them is up north of here.
Alright. As you quickly zoom in, you do and see a wild-looking druid man. Standing on top of this this thing. I'll read this off. The room has a wooden floor with a 10-foot square hole cut in the middle of it. Looming over the hole is a wooden wench. And perched on top of it is a man with wild hair, rotted teeth, and his skin is painted red with blood. He's currently,
Okay.
as he's been muttering to himself in this strange language, but I do believe because you are indeed a fairy, you understand this.
I
Because
speak
you
Druish.
You speak Druidic.
Ooh.
He's muttering to himself in this strange pattern, like, "To the sky, the sea, the air, the sky, the vampire lord, he's here for us." And immediately upon you jumping out of stealth, you have all three people in here by surprise. How would you like to do?
Would I still get sneak attack if I go for him?
Yes.
Okay. I just have enough movement because I got 30 feet. I can just go straight for him. And I'm just gonna take out my new silver dagger and just go full on attack on Titan straight into the side of his throat.
Ooh.
Go ahead and make an attack with advantage because you're attacking from stealth.
Okay.
27.
As 27. That'll definitely hit.
Okay. So then, this dagger didn't have. This is a +1 dagger, so I need to enter the stats for it. I don't have them loaded yet.
1d4 plus dex, and what else on it?
+1 to the damage and attack.
Ah, okay. Then yeah, 1d4 plus dex plus 1.
Okay. Blight and... Okay, let's see if that did anything. Okay. Oh, that was unfortunate. Oh well, that's not where damage is. So, I also get sneak attack on this, which I rolled. I'm just not doing very well right now. But still, that's 18 points on him.
It's alright, we just started.
And so, when I stick the dagger into his throat and pull it out, there's a spray of white ghost goop instead of blood. And white ghost goop formed into little spectral faces that like start screaming, and those turn around and slam directly into this guy.
Alrighty.
Oops,
So
wrong
Oh
button.
yeah, you're
Whales from the grave.
I forget what it's called. Yeah.
It's called a phantom, but
Alright.
so I get 2d6 phantom damage.
Alright, go ahead and
Hell
roll it.
yeah.
I haven't entered this yet, so I'm just going to manually do this. So, weird. The blue dice on my screen say 4 and 4, but that says 4 plus 5. I don't know why that is, but I'll just up 9 damage.
Oh, I'll take the 9. Alright.
Alright.
Immediately as you slice into this druid, his held action goes off.
Uh-oh. Get you. What is it?
Screams out bloody murder as he is going to shout in druidic. Nature bows to my every whim, for I am the vampire, for I have this. Hang on. For I have nature's gift. And he whips out a
gun.
immediately he whips out a rapier. This rapier, it looks as though was once covered in beautiful red petals, but they've become wilted and black, and almost black thorns kind of curve across the blade itself. It glows with an pure, very sickly nature energy to it. Just being near this rapier, you feel unwell, and he's going to get an attack off on you.
That's unfortunate. Okay.
All right. Does a 23 hit?
Probably, yeah.
Nice.
Pretty hard if it did.
So, 8. Alright. You take 9 slashing,
Okay.
and an additional... Oh my god, that was pitiful. You take an additional 5 necrotic, and he heals for 5 necrotic as well.
Oh, fun. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. That counts as a reaction, though, if you use the held action.
Yes.
So then, could I like dash into the shadows and try and hide again? I don't have a whole lot of movement left, though. How much did I actually use?
You really only use
Oh, I
like
only used half
15.
my movement to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So I've got 15 more feet. Can I like go into the rafters and try and hide?
Yeah, you can fly out of range.
Okay.
you can't opportunity that because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. So I'm going vertical and getting out of line of sight.
Smart move.
I'll hide if I'm allowed to, but I don't know how that works in combat.
You can't use your bonus action to hide if you have it available.
Yeah, I haven't used the bonus action yet. So I won't do that. I'm assuming. Oh, gosh, goodly moodly. Okay.
I mean, you're in combat, so it's hard. There's not a lot of room to hide up in the rafters.
Right.
Next in the
But
list,
if I'm out of.
yeah, you're out of range. So, mustard seed. It's now your turn.
All right. Let's see here. I know he healed for 5, but how does the guy look after getting like hit?
I mean, he took a dagger to the throat, so he's got a little fucked up.
All right. Well, he definitely seems like the big bad of this room, so fuck it. I'm going. Can I shoot from this angle here?
You can push open the door and fire.
All right. I like first person shooter kick the door open. Just like, and then I will give my 3 attacks because this is the first turn of combat.
Yep,
First attack is a 16.
that just hits.
All right. That's going to be 11 damage. Second attack is a 27. That hits.
That definitely hits.
12. And this will be my extra attack.
This has an extra D8 to it as well.
But it doesn't land.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you fire the third one. You realize that he has barked skin up, which deflects the last arrow.
He's got growths on him. All right. And let's see here. I will. If I move out and then move further down, that would be an attack of opportunity. Screw it, I'll take it.
All right.
I'll go here and then go down, which I think would be an attack of opportunity.
Yes. The Vine Blight will get an attack.
All right.
It's gonna try and hit you with a constrict.
Oh my.
So it's 13 plus 4 does a 17 hit.
17 does hit.
Okay. Alright, you are gonna take 2d6 plus 2.
All right.
That's gonna be 7 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
Give me a grapple check, either athletics or acrobatics.
So this isn't a saving throw, it's a check.
It's a check, yes.
All right. Acrobatics. Nope.
As you try to get out of the way, trying to get some distance, it immediately rips its arm out and manages to grapple you. Your movement is halted as he holds you here.
Oh no. Which means 2 of my features are disabled.
Oh no.
Sorry about
Because I have to have some movement in order to use them.
that.
Oh no.
Burn.
Well, you're gonna have to push through the door then.
I mean, I assume the door opened outward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, Jesse, it's now your turn.
So, I'm looking at a spell, just a cantrip actually, for Chilton. Well, I didn't mean to roll that. I wanted to show the description. It just says I create a spell within like range of a creature. It doesn't say I have to see it.
Creature within range.
Yeah, it doesn't say I have to. It's like within vision.
That is a... Huh, that is actually a, interesting buff I did not realize that Chill Touch had. So yeah, I mean, you know that he is there, so you can make the Chill Touch.
Cool. Can I roll again? I didn't mean to roll it there because
Yeah,
I thought
go
my
ahead.
spell would just. Okay. So it's a spell tab bonus. 120 plus 8. 25!
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Since I'm level 7 now? Yeah, 7. So that is 2d8 necrotic. 2d8.
This cantrip is just as good as Baldur's Gate 3.
So 12 damage to him, and he cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
That is a good thing to know.
As soon as I heard that he healed himself, that's what I did. And of course, it's like a skeletal left hand is Vecna's hands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does like the Serpello slap.
No. But it's funny to think about, yeah.
Yeah, as the ghostly forms kind of wrap around this area, one of them reappears and just starts to strangle him. Like Eustace Bag style.
Yeah, but he can feel the vitality of his fucking nature sword leaving him.
Yep.
That's my turn. I'm just gonna wait here.
Alright, Johnny, it's your turn.
Okay, so
I will like get out of the way if anyone needs to go past me though.
Yeah, there's enough room for allies to pass through.
Gotcha.
I don't need to do that much. Right back here. Just job check. Okay. Stop pulling things up. I mean, I don't really want to waste any of my spell slots right now.
Understandable.
Just fire a vicious mockery at him. I got 1 damage.
Is there like no bonuses for your charisma off of that? Is it just a flat 1d4?
Vicious Mockery, when it comes to damage, it's just a d4.
Alright.
The idea of it is that like gives him like disadvantage on stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a wisdom save.
Oh.
Alright. It fails. It's wisdom save. Yeah, no, it fails.
Oh.
You hurt its feelings slightly. And so you say mean words, so it just kind of wilts a little bit, and it has disadvantage on its next attack. Would you like to use a bonus action to offhand strike if you want to?
Strike what?
The vine blight that's strangling mustard seed. You can get. You should be able to get up close enough to actually cut it.
Sure. I don't know what let me check. Let me get my thing back out. What do I roll for offhand strike? I don't.
Just a normal. It's just a normal attack. But instead of adding your like skill or your dex to the damage, it's just the dice.
So minus the 3, that's just 4.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a 10 will not be able to hit. It's
Okay.
vine is a little rubbery, so you can't really cut too deep into it. Dr. Pepper, it's now your turn.
Alright. Move up to 25 feet, going over there. Looking through the door. Then we'll get on the floor. So, this guy is strangling this gentleman?
No. It's the other one strangling mustard seed.
Ah. How's Mr. Seed doing?
I only got hit once, but I just got grappled.
He'll probably fine. The other guy, this guy over there looks like a tougher customer.
He's touching me inappropriately.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah.
You're asking
So-
which one of us got hurt. I got fucked up, but
Oh, well, see, I mean, there you go. He's just a little guy. Who hurts a little guy like that? Alright, well, I use Mage Hand to take off 10 pounds of floorboard underneath this guy. So I guess that'd be this.
I'm fairly certain that that's Mage Hand is not powerful enough to do anything substantial.
Oh, video.
Sorry, Gray, one more time.
Okay, I think the internet at my place just kind of glitched a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
You're
Hey, what
good
you were
now.
saying?
Yeah, the internet just kind of flickered a little bit.
Alright, anyway.
Uh, anyway, Mage Hand I don't believe is strong enough to be used in that way. The boards are
Can't take
strong.
off the floorboard?
Yeah, the floorboards are strong and
It can lift.
you can lift 10 pounds, but 10 pounds is not nearly enough to affect the floorboard.
The
10 pounds of
floorboard are
floor.
nailed down, so you need to do a lot more than 10 pounds of force to lift them.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Not the barns I've snuck into, but alright.
That's like a rotten barn. This is like an actual like
Vineyard that
well kept place.
yeah, this is a vineyard that has to like ship off like 100-pound barrels. They're not gonna have like a floorboard that can be ripped out with 10 pounds of force.
Well, the house had only been abandoned for 7 years. I didn't think it was that rotted. Well,
Only
wait a
been a few
minute. Then
days.
again, the dining room. Yeah, okay, yeah. I guess the dining room of where I was, the floor already caved in. Alright, you know what? Fudge it all. Let's try Crown of Madness.
Oh!
Alrighty.
Excuse me, sir! Yes, you there, gentlemen. Would you mind killing your boss?
Shouts out at you and Druidic again. I'm my own boss, you feathered fuck. Let's see. Let's say wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Wisdom. They are a druid, so wisdom is their strong suit.
Oh.
DC
I am a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me. And unfortunately, with a 16, he does shirk off the Crown of Madness. It digs into his skull, and it doesn't really change anything for him. He seems to be already mad.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Good try, though.
Yeah, I suppose so.
At that point, it's our NPCs.
Wait,
for
can I
his
still
sake.
throw something at him?
And sure, what do you want to do?
Oh. Is there anything in this hallway? No, it's a hallway. Let's see. Goblin. Alright. Oh, that's right. I've been meaning to give you this polite invitation when we first came. And I throw a bottle of wine at his head.
Alright.
Take this free sample.
Give me a d20 plus your dex.
Dexterity is 3. So, d20 plus 3. 1, 2, 3. And the UI on this.
Oh. That actually hits. As an offhand strike, or just a free action, you toss a bottle of wine at this guy's face. It does 1 point of bludgeoning damage as it crashes against his face.
Hmm.
It's like, ah, bitch!
Bye-bye, you're meant to drink it.
It's sour!
Sorry, I made it to be more umami flavored.
Alrighty. Immediately, Beloved is going to go into a rage.
Free.
Yeah. Free the rabbit.
And she is going to, let's see. Here comes Devotion.
Here comes devotion.
Oh no. There goes the devotion. Swing and a miss.
This actually hits on the blind bite. Vine
Oh, wow.
bite. They don't have a lot of AC.
Cool. They're just vines. So yeah.
So that's 12. And she's gonna do it again.
Yeah.
We get
The vine buddy that she's beating up is the one that I barfed souls on for 9 damage earlier.
Yes. For an additional 13. And with that second swing, this thing crumbles into a heap.
Hooray!
Right.
You're free.
Yep. Mustard Seed is no longer grappled. Isaac is going now his turn. So we get over here. Seeing the other blight, he's gonna focus on that. And he's just gonna send out a flaming punch in the form of let's see. What did I name his Eldritch Blast?
Punch.
Oh, right. Right hook.
Launch.
Oh.
I do believe at his level... What level do they gain 2?
To what?
Beam.
Eldritch Blast?
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I've got it going right now.
Level 5, two beams. Okay. It's 11 that
Yeah.
gets him 3. So it's
Yeah,
one
yeah.
more right hook.
Pew, pew.
Just hits.
Hell yeah.
For 17 damage total. 2 specter arms go flying forward and they punch this vine blight in the gut and in the face. But it is still standing. It's now top of the order list, and I need to roll initiative for the druid.
Because it was a surprise round.
Yeah, that was just a surprise round. Okay, it might as well just be 2 surprise rounds because the druid rolled a 1 and the vine blight rolled a 2.
Peachy Keen. Okay.
Alright. Shem, how do you want to handle this?
Hey.
I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna, like, French in up here. And I'm going to use steady aim to burn my movement and my bonus action to give myself advantage on my range attack.
Alrighty, you got yourself advantage.
Yep.
24.
I think the
Good thing for
24
the
will hit.
advantage.
Yep. And the advantage gives me sneak attack, which was the main reason I did it. So I plink him for 8 damage,
Okay.
Hell yeah.
and then I tank him for more damage.
That's really close. Damn it. Okay.
26.
Yep. You sink that arrow. How do you kill him?
Oh!
Yeah.
I put the arrow in the same spot that the dagger went in earlier. Like, I've already got a clean shot for him. And when he goes down, it's not like he's not like bleeding, but he's gushing something. It's like freaking slow-mo death thing from not Attack on Colossus, where Shadow of the Colossus. You know, when the Colossus dies, they have like the shadow pouring out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just like crumple really slowly. That's what happened to him.
Yeah, that's.
I have a
kick-ass.
story about that shadow.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, as he clutches his gaping hole in his throat, the look of panic that overcomes the manic look in his eyes, as he falls backwards off the wedge onto the ground over here. and the sword clings off to the side.
And I shout out, "Dibs on the sword."
You can't even hold it.
It is quite literally
I
3
know.
times your size.
That's the joke, but
All right.
All right, Mustard Seed. It's now your turn.
All right. There is one left. I will sort of give Shem the silent nod of approval as I turn over and unload 2 attacks on the last guy over there. The first one's a natural 1, though.
Oh no.
yeah. I was debating using Soul Bolt on that guy too, but I've only got 4 of them for a day, so
Yeah. The second one, though, is a hit.
Alright.
I'm assuming.
Standard severity. You just miss. 24 hits.
Alright. Max damage, 13.
Is that enough? Yes, that's enough. The first one misses it just a little bit. Like, you just barely graze what would be the cheek. But the second one hits center mark, and it's pinned to the wall. It is now dead.
I just sort of like daintily strut over and then just rip the arrow out. Conserve the arrows pretty much, even though we don't actually count them.
Alright, I'm gonna clear the initiative since you guys are out of combat.
gee.
I want to take a look at that sword because it sounded pretty gnarly.
It probably is pretty gnarly.
It sounds familiar.
It sounds rather gnarled too.
Yeah. Alright,
That's
I
freaking
forget,
sweet.
Burn, do you have Identify?
I do. I think
I do.
I do.
Oh!
I'm gonna
Use it.
creep around and just do a lap and whoops, wrong thingy. While you guys look at the sword, I'm gonna sneak around down here and see if I can get a better view.
You
I have
do
a
that.
feeling this leads out into the main bottling plant.
Yeah, you do that, and I'm gonna check over on these rooms back here.
Alright, Shem,
I
as
still have a lot.
Shem, as you look down this alleyway, it seems to be a ramp of some sorts, meant to push up barrels. Most likely,
Yeah, makes sense.
there's most likely leads down to like a wine cellar.
All right.
Uh,
So this side is just a wall. It's not. There's no opening here to the main room.
Not necessarily. There is a doorway like right here,
Okay.
but you get the feeling that leads to the vat room.
All right. And that's where Burn saw the bad bitch poisoning everything.
Yeah, I
yes.
did. It's like a big vat room.
All right.
I'll quickly go through Dr. Pepper because I know he wanted to check out those rooms real fast. They seem,
All right.
as he looks through these next few rooms, I'll expedite this a little bit. They are sleeping quarters.
With nothing of real intrigue in there.
You do,
But at least you know they're empty.
yeah, you do notice one thing. There is one of the rooms looks to be one of the like children's rooms, and there is a flyer for Blinsky's toy store. It has the slogan "Is no fun, there's no Blinsky," written across it. Has a little marionette dancing on it.
Oh. Does it look
Is that-
like the children that we have?
I mean, not in a creepy way.
Well, like, is it the same model?
No. It
Okay,
very,
gotcha.
it's very Pinocchio-esque, gesture-wise.
Huh.
Yes, Dad.
Seems like a fine businessman.
Julka.
Yeah, I've got a signed autographed death knife from him.
Really?
A
Wait.
Blinky original.
They sell toys and knives?
I mean, it's a toy dagger made out of silver, but it's a real
works.
dagger that just happens to be toy sized.
Oh.
While you're
Oh.
discovering the bedrooms, I will go back to Burn.
Yeah.
You
Because I have a left spell slot, so I'll use Identify. So yeah.
easily enough. This
hear you.
this is a desecrated flower rapier.
Ah!
Oh, it's been deflowered.
Wyatt, do you know what this is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How'd it get over here?
It's very old and it's seen better days, but it is currently under the effects of a certain enchantment. It is.
What enchantment?
It's not a traditional spell, but it's very much a curse. Uh, it seems as though one of these druids have embedded it with a blight spell,
Hmm.
and it is acting as because you're using identify to read this. I can read off some stuff about this.
Ooh.
This particular staff, or no, excuse me, this particular rapier is acting as a conduit for controlling the blights that are around the area.
A rapier, am I right?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Uh,
All right.
so long as this spell it still has this effect on it. So long as you're wielding this and you are using it as a druidic focus, you can effectively control all blights, twig, vine, or stick, as like within 300 feet of you.
So it was this guy that probably sent those twigs after us.
Yep.
Most likely, yeah, probably.
Because he can probably see out this way. Right?
But he's dead
Yes.
Okay. Can I... But with my identify... Do I know how to remove it or fix it?
Is it a bad curse? Do we want to get rid of it? It sounded like it gave us control of the plants.
Well, no, it's like cursed though, and he said you have to be a druid to use it.
Yeah. You, in order to attune to this to gain that benefit, you have to be a druid. Additionally, you also realize that it also slowly corrupts the user, shifting your alignment from anything to chaotic evil the longer you are attuned to it.
Well, that's less fun.
But, like, if it's been cursed like this, I try not to metagame. Like, if we can fix it, maybe it can like help the vineyard, recover a lot faster.
Yeah. You do know that in its original state, the flower rapier had the ability to cast plant growth naturally.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a question for you.
Yes.
I don't have any holy magic power, but I do have a really high religion stat. Would I know any sort of cleansing rituals to fix this thing, or?
It's possible. You can roll. I'll say, with Burn helping you, you can roll religion to see if you know any like cleansing rituals that may be able to help.
Okay.
That's second natural 20 you've gotten on religion.
I mean, that's my character's whole thing. Is that is his shtick. I mean,
Fair enough.
Hey, Ravy, can you help me out?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's so Raven.
With a natural 20 on religion, like I said before, religion and druidic nature is a little middling in some parts, but you can put two and two together. Whatever blight is currently growing on this flower rapier, ideally, if you prim it, essentially if you break the sword, the effects will also disappear with it, and it will be allowed to grow anew with the right
Aw.
conditions.
So,
Okay.
sorry, you kind of glitched out a little bit there. If we break it, it will grow back as a better sword?
Yeah, basically you gotta prim the sword. You break it, the curse of the blight will be gone. But given time and perhaps a little bit of magic, the sword can regrow itself.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, that's probably a problem to solve later after we clear out the place. So, anyone want to hold on to this, or?
Hmm.
Let me.
Who would be the most qualified?
I mean, I don't recommend anyone actually use it, but
One sec. Let me just double check something real fast.
okay.
Spoiler alert: this weapon is actually kind of tied to a different weapon that was supposed to be here, but thought this would be better suited.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where is the? Sorry, just quick speed reading.
Speed read.
That's what I had to do
Okay,
in the
this-
past 2 days.
So this.
College.
All right, so
Yeah.
this is one last thing that you get from your identify spell, because this technically was part of the stat block for the item that it was kind of spliced with. If the rapier is broken or burned to ashes, the wood releases a terrible, inhuman scream that can be heard up to 300 feet. All blight creatures die immediately upon hearing that scream.
Well, let's start a fire, everybody.
Just
gonna
have
burn this
Izzy
place
snap
down?
it over his knee.
No. All right. Well, you said break or burn, right?
Yes, yes.
Hey, Izzy, can I use your hand for something real quick?
It's like, give it here.
Give me a hand with something.
Oh,
Maybe
ho, ho,
I'll
ho,
just
like
give
I
it
haven't
to
heard
him.
that one before. Give me the fucking stick. It just snaps it out of your hand, just breaks it over his knee.
I didn't say the thing over here.
Immediately, I need everyone in that room to roll con save.
Oh shit! Maybe we should.
All right.
Well, in that room.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
con
okay.
is
That'll be
not
fine,
great.
actually.
10.
Okay. Shem, you're fine. Johnny, you got a little bit of a tinnitus going on. Mustard Seed, same here. Your ears are not working in your favor. Beloved is fine. She doesn't even flinch. And Isaac, what's his bonus? He might actually. Okay, yeah. It's like, son of a bitch. He covers his ears, as this blood-curdling scream just echoes out throughout this entire facility, and it stinks to high heavens. But the hilt of the rapier scatters to the ground as the black thorns that kind of covered it begin to just turn to ash, and all that's left is a single greenish stem that seems bare.
It's growing out of like the hilt.
Yes.
Mhm.
The blade was snapped, and you now have the hilt of a flower rapier.
I will take that and put it in my inventory for now.
Right. I have a few tokens I have to delete now.
Hooray!
Hooray.
That should even the odds a little bit.
A little bit.
Do we hear like any more screaming in the house from like
There's
maybe the other druids were like,
You can hear from below in the vat area of someone freaking out in druidic.
what are they saying, Shem?
Yeah, can I make out anything out?
They say, "Son of a fucking whore! What the fuck happened?"
The usual. Yeah, I don't think they're pleased.
I feel like druidic's a more like beautiful language, and they're saying so many not terrible things.
Oh no, did we miss out on an important character?
Yeah, Pepper, as you're looking through these doors, and while all your friends are kind of looking over looking over stuff in the other room, just immediately you almost jump out of your skin, as you hear like someone has audibly died from a scream that curdling. It's like, oh shit, what the fuck was that? But as you're by this end of this hallway, You realize that this door is open, and about
Uh-oh.
3 puffs of like ash kind of pour out, and a very confused-looking druid, who is covering his ears, looking at the piles of ashes, like, "What the fuck happened? What the shit?" And he
Oh,
looks at you.
sorry about that.
He looks at you and he goes. He points a finger at you with a very accusing look. He's like, "You!" And I need everybody to roll initiative again.
Oh no!
Oh. This will be fun. All right.
Well, it's time to run over there.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Through the window.
Through to the wall. Till the sweat runs down my balls.
There it is.
Nah. That shouldn't fit as well as it does.
I forget where that's from.
So,
Depending on what you're talking about, they were doing the Indiana Jones theme, but "To the Window to the Wall" is an actual song.
Yeah.
yeah,
very
love
different
my little
melody.
job.
Oh my god, I think there is a
Featuring the
version of
Yin Yang
that.
Twins.
Yeah, there's a ball one, but I forget what it is.
I
Might be Game Grumps.
think all that's left is Shem to roll initiative.
Hmm?
Make sure to select your token.
I went
before you-
first. Oh,
I can add it.
I mean, I'll re-roll if you want. That was an awful roll, but
No, I'm gonna keep your 8.
okay. They can't all be nat 20s.
All right. Top of the order list. You hear a scuffle as you realize that Dr. Pepper is not here.
But do I have an indication that he's all the way to the left over there?
He did. He
What do
did
we
say
hear?
he was going to check out those other rooms.
And I will just sort of use my action to dash. So I'm going to be running 60 feet. So
Yep.
this is 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
You dash through the
And-
kitchen.
All right, that's it for me.
All right. Is now Burn. Your turn.
I just sigh and also start going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I only have 30. But I do want to check something.
So do rogues ever get multi-attack?
No, they only get one attack. The way they would get multiple attacks is through dual wielding because your offhand attack is a bonus action.
Yeah.
I was just wondering why the infamous dagger, dagger, dagger happened. Like, I was looking at the rogue sheet and like, how did he do that? Back from the first critical roll.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, just using any light you can use a light weapon as an offhand, but you can also throw things with as an offhand as long as they're light.
Yeah.
So throwing 2 daggers would be ranged.
I think I may have to pull back on this one for you, Jesse.
Okay,
You
yeah,
do need to
'cause-
realize that there is a
Yeah,
you
fair
have to
enough,
know
yeah.
who exactly you are. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
casting the spell over
Hail Mary.
there." Yeah.
Can I? Can
I'm
I?
worried too much about my situation though.
Can I retcon then and actually like peer into this door?
Sure.
So let's open that door.
All right.
He's like, Mustard's got him.
I mean, you'll get there long before I will to like do something effective.
All right. You peer into this area. It's that room that you saw with your clairvoyance. It's the bat room. And
Okay.
downstairs, you can indeed see a very confused looking druid woman. She's like, "What happened to my babies?"
Can you reveal where she? There she is. Okay. So okay. Where are? Can you like put an X where like relative where we are from like where I'm looking?
Okay. One sec. You are.
Because I think I get it, but also just kind of like,
You would be there.
yeah, like right in here.
Yep.
Okay. All right. In that case, I can see her.
Yeah,
So,
you can see her.
how big are these vats? Like, are they really, really big, or?
Let me check. Let's see. Bat room. Bat. Okay. Da. Okay, bulk containers are from the bats. Grape juice, ingredients. No, that's the cast. I will say that these are pretty big. I would say simply from the map, they're at least a 10-foot, 5-foot radius, so they're 10 by, I'd probably say 10 by 10, since you're on the second floor.
They're pretty big.
They're pretty big.
Would you allow me if I cast Shatter again and direct it like inside the vat? This is made of wood, right?
Let's see. These
Or these
bats-
metal.
Containers are ingredients. I mean, they have to be metal because you can't really make a vat out of wood. You age it in a barrel. You have to ferment it in an actual like metal container. More
Gotcha.
often than not, it's usually copper, but because it adds like some sort of chemical to it, like fermentation and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay. I'm definitely more support-oriented wizard.
Mm-hmm.
When is your turn, Shem?
Very at the end of the line. Like, I hadn't planned on popping off with her yet, but if you attack, I'll follow up.
God,
Sorry, I'm trying to hurry.
it's okay.
So, like, do you want us to break the giant bats? Or...
I would
That's
rather
what-
not. I have a
yeah.
feeling that the people who own this place would hate that.
Yeah, but it's all ruined and.
But they can clean it out. Well, if it was wood, I was gonna like splinter it and maybe do like extra damage to it or something. But
Oh, I was thinking just shatter them.
yeah. Is there anything like? No, I'm already on the second floor, so I wouldn't do that. Fuck it. I'm just gonna. I can see her, so I'm gonna chill touch her instead,
Okay.
just to do something.
Do you want to
Oh.
re-roll it, or do you want to keep the priest?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, 17. Even with bark skin, that does go through her.
9 damage.
Good.
Something cold, just like grasp her throat. And a skeletal hand appears.
Yeah, she begins choking and she doesn't realize what the hell just happened.
As I turn back around the corner.
Alright. Just what's your passive stealth? I mean, it's +10, so
Oh, so like just my dex. 10 plus my dex plus 10.
yeah.
23.
Okay. There's no way she can. She has no idea that you attacked her, so she is still down there confused.
Cool. That's my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, it's going to be the druid's turn upstairs. He is going to bonus action, wild shape, and he's going to turn into a brown bear, or excuse me,
Oh,
black
no.
bear.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's adorable.
At least it's not a sun bear. Those are creepy looking.
And immediately it's going to charge at you, Dr. Pepper, and attack 3 times.
Oh god.
I
Yep.
would recommend getting out of there as quickly as possible.
Yeah, no, bears, they don't have a lot of HP when it comes to, fucking, like, druid wild shapes. But they can attack 3 times, and they hurt like a truck.
Which is weird, because IRL, stairs are like tanks.
Yeah.
I think it was mostly just for balancing reasons.
Yeah.
Pretty sure a 23 hits.
Yep.
Does a 15 hit.
Wait, I thought you said 23. Now it's 15.
It's the second attack.
There's multiple.
So are you asking if a 15 or a 23 hits?
Does a 15 hit?
Both.
Yes.
Okay.
What's your HP?
He's a wizard, so probably not a lot.
Yeah, I'd assume not, but may as well take a peek. See.
Pretty sure.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
sure an 8 does not hit you. So
Okay.
you only get hit with 2 claw attacks. Oh my god. Okay. You only take 10 slashing because I rolled a bunch of fucking ones.
Wow, that's messed up.
Yeah. This is when you quiet. This is when you politely shut the door and run away.
All right. It is now Johnny. Your turn.
For your business.
So I could attack the downstairs, or I could try and help, but I'm already close up here.
What do you want to do?
I'll move down. Get a better vantage. Then let me just double check the spell I have. Yeah. So she's probably our big main target, yes?
One of them, yeah.
Let's just take her out for
All right.
now.
BRB, have to get dinner.
Okay.
Just Psychic Lance.
Oh god.
That's a good choice.
That's a really good spell.
And you do sense that there's a bear there, because it's not quiet. So I will.
I mean,
Yep. Psychic Lance doesn't require you line of sight. You just need to know that the creature is there, and you definitely know it's there.
So
I thought he was
now I
going
could
after
use
the
Hello
downstairs
Touch.
dude.
Apparently, you can utter its name if the name target is with range. It becomes it. Even if I would have to know their name.
Oh yeah.
I don't know this bear's name, so I can't exactly hit it.
Ow.
But you can't see the lady down there.
I can see her,
Yeah.
so that's why I'm aiming at her.
Yeah.
I know its name. It's this bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, target must make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Yeah. No. She failed.
76 psychic damage.
And she's incapacitated.
Is it slash roll? So, 26 damage.
Whoa.
Pretty juicy.
That's my
Ooh,
one spell slot for that rank.
that's a lot of damage.
Dealt with.
That's a lot of nuts.
I handled it.
Fuck. She is. As she's gasping for air, trying to get a breath in. Hang on. Let me think the music.
I hit her with a fucking psychic railgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No shit. You. Whatever cord you rip, straight up knocks her off her ass, as she is now foaming at the mouth, like on the floor.
Ragdolled.
Ragdoll.
Getting
Insert Gmod death sound effect here.
I was just thinking of that.
Oh,
She
is she dead?
She's not dead, but she's fucking close. She's like a stiff breeze could finish her off at this point.
I just happen to be a sniff.
Nice.
Nice. All right.
That's all I got.
Well, that's a lot to have, so.
All right, Dr. Pepper, you got a bear in your face. What do you want to do?
Not the fun kind.
Oh, is he back already? Dang.
Oh,
Quiet?
oh, he's dinner. crap.
He'll be ready for dinner.
Okay. We'll just skip his turn and we'll get to back to him in a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I realized I was still muted.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you got a bear in your face. What do you want to do?
All right. Yes.
Kiss him.
I think we got off on the wrong foot. How about I present you with this nice bottle of welcoming, and I present a bottle while also casting Fast Friends.
Okay. Okay.
This works?
Okay. Let me see. Let me just read this through. See if
Am
that's
I-
what I can work with. Get the spell
The
choose
save is an advantage if in combat, so
It's humanoid though.
one. Well, they're druid, so they're technically humanoid. Even in
Okay, I
their
don't know how
state.
that.
Wisdom saving throw. Well. Ability. Task. Previous task complete. Okay, so it will have advantage on this, but it's a wisdom. If it fails, it is charmed, and the bear won't attack you.
Oh my!
Once it ends, it will know you.
Okay. So that's
Yeah, but that's an hour from now.
Alright, so that's a 3 on the first roll. It
Oh.
needs to roll higher than a 12 in order to beat your DC. And that's a 4. It is
Yeah.
the bear, after you offer it the wine, it goes from frothing at the mouth, growling in your face to
like one of those Tom and Jerry cartoons where you just like shove the bottle in his mouth and it just starts sucking on it like a baby bottle.
Yeah, happened to an actual bear during World War II, by the way.
Russian one.
Aww. There,
How
there,
can-
there.
How can deadly if friend shaped?
Yeah. I pat the now more inebriated bear. There, pal. It's okay.
Alright, so what is the task that you want this bear to have for the next hour?
Be my assistant.
Alright, it's gonna follow you for the next hour.
I think you mean I'm going to ride it for the next hour?
Yes. You hop, you do a little bird hop up on its head, and because you're a bird, you weigh fucking nothing. And it's a bear, so it's like,
Your
alright.
bones are hollow.
You now have a bear mount.
Cool.
For an hour.
Awesome.
Wyatt, have you ever considered playing a bard? Because this is like peak bard gameplay right here.
I'm a doctor, John. God damn it. I have
Cool.
duties besides sexing people up in taverns. And that's making sure I have patience and patience for my patients.
Yeah, you gotta get real close to those prostate exams.
Exactly. Now, if you excuse me, I am nesting on this bear druid's head and investigating this winery. Like a doctor would.
Well, we're still in combat with that one girl down there, so.
Yeah.
Not for long.
Well, not
Yeah.
for long. You kind of fucked her shit up royally just
Just,
now.
like,
And
Throw a rock at her.
yeah, she's. It was a very much. She's very surprised, and she's not gonna get a turn. Let's see if she actually gets one. Now it is Shen's turn.
All right. Would I be stealth by default because you said she didn't know we were up here?
Yeah, no, she's incapacitated. And you have a +10 to your passive stealth. Like, they're not gonna. They can't.
She don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna float out into the middle of the room and just like Kobe, just like flank from down over here. I should hopefully still have. What?
Did you say Kobe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his gimmick. He's always said that.
Kobe!
I don't remember.
Bucket.
Honestly,
Yeah.
last one
I'm just
year.
gonna like shoot her while she's down. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was a low roll.
I mean, roll damage, see what you get for overkill.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, she's not exactly a difficult target.
Yeah.
so that's a 4 for normal damage,
Hey,
and then I would assume I would also get this.
Right. So I have to start giving enemies more HP because I forgot how much of a power spike you guys have gotten.
Oh.
I could do it once.
Yeah.
We don't have many bullets though.
Yeah. Okay. Bonus action dash. I'm just gonna try and clear the room as quick as possible. Because, as far as I know, Dr. Pepper is still getting royally screwed over there.
Yeah, she is thoroughly dead as you continue to fly over. Isaac and Beloved don't really know what to do, so they're like, well, let's
Check on the bird.
gonna dash, and they're gonna get to here. Isaac's not gonna dash, he's just gonna walk.
Because he's an asshole.
It's like, I don't fucking like you guys. I'm here because of my sister.
What? But we reunited you with your sister.
Yeah. Aren't you happy about that? Aren't you happy to know who your sister is?
Aren't you glad you didn't accidentally, like, fuck her? By the way, it's been like a year. I forget. Does Isaac know that I posted her for
No.
a second?
No.
No,
he
I don't
doesn't.
think I'll ever tell him either.
I think you told Irina that you did it though, to like give her up to speed on what you talked about with him.
Gotcha.
But no, I don't think he knows.
And he might actually try killing you if he ever finds out. He was in a very vulnerable state, and he does not want anyone to see him like that.
Yeah. Probably best.
Well, that's a shame.
But
Anyway,
in the meanwhile,
surprise round over. We are effectively out of combat. But Mustard Seed, you still don't know the situation, so what are you doing?
Well, I continue to sprint down, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I stop here for a second. Would I see Dr. Pepper's and now his bearer mount leaving the door?
Yes.
Yeah, they're standing in the doorway, so you can see them.
Mr. Mustard Seed. Mr.
Mustard Seed.
Adam? Mustard Seed. I'd like you to meet my new assistant. Point to me.
I just stare, a blank face, and then afterwards I'm just like, huh. Some kind of enchantment, it seems. Good on you.
Yes, 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 yes. I know. This is Mr. Mustard. This is Mr. Mustard Seed.
I am just going to shrug my shoulders and basically said, good for you. And I will dash to get at least to this door, or try to get as far as there as I can. 3, 4, 5, 6.
While they're doing that, so my new Bruin companion, what is your name anyway? Oh. Apparently their name is Janet. Is that all right?
Insight check.
Yeah. For revity's sake, I'm gonna drop out of combat
Mhm.
because all combatants are incapacitated or dead.
Yeah, we're good for an hour.
So,
Maybe
Can I head down and check the body of this druid lady?
yes.
I'm gonna mention to Dr. Pepper that at some point he should ask her to drop the wild shape.
Oh,
And when I mention this, I may sort of nod to Mustard Seed and do the little neck slit hand gesture.
I nod.
Yeah. Uh, Beloved looks at the bear, kind of drools a little bit, but seeing as that it is Pepper's mount at the moment, she resists uh, and follows suit to go downstairs to check out. Bird, as you're going downstairs near the vat area, you realize that there's a lot more dust of those
Oh,
blights.
there's a lot of things in here.
There were a lot of things in there.
Yeah, really good choice to go up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys handled the 30 that were outside. I'm pretty sure you could have handled the 24 that were waiting for a sneak attack.
I really hope we didn't kill off any named characters you were excited for.
No, I just wanted to I don't know, roll a bunch of d4s and maybe kill one of you.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Baka.
Susty Bosca. Yeah.
Anyways, what's this lady got on her?
Well,
Oh yeah, we should loot the bodies.
I'm gonna move my token down there.
Yeah. So much like you know, a druid, very minimalistic. She doesn't really have any. She has a druidic focus that seems to be like antler horns that have been like glued to her helmet.
Mhm.
It's weird. Her armor seems to have been upgraded a little bit from a +1 studded leather with this weird chitinous and black and pink like
Yeah, that.
plating. It looks like it came from a giant beetle of some sort.
Oh,
Weird.
Well, that looks important. It looks like because the guy upstairs didn't have anything like that, right?
Nah, he just had the blade.
Cool. I guess I'll take the Titan armor from her.
All right. It is +1 studded leather if you want to stat it that way.
I can't wear it.
I can technically, in theory. I can take like a chunk of it off.
All right, for
I
remedy's
make
sake,
armor automatic.
I'll place it in party loot, so we can discuss later. +1.
Studded black pink chitin armor.
Jesus, Stan.
Blackpink. I didn't even know they had a presence here. I mean, they
Totally.
really expanded.
Can I find on her what she was tossing into the vats to poison them?
It seems to be almost like bile.
Ew.
It seems to be a very potent poison of some sort. You can't identify it. You could try identifying it, but the result is the same. That it is just straight up poison. Like there's
Yeah. I just really.
there's not
I don't
really
know what. To,
yeah.
are there drains underneath these vats?
There's spigots.
Looks like they have spigots. Yeah.
No, maybe like if we want to drain the vats completely, is there like a drain for it all to flow into?
Let me read. No. It seems as though
Okay.
what was intentionally supposed to be through here is, you know, preserved.
Mm-hmm. So
Hi, Reed.
if they're gonna, hi Reed.
Hi, Reed.
Hello.
Hey.
So potentially,
Oh, sorry. You.
so if the family wants to, they're gonna have to like use like a bucket to just dip out all the stuff.
Well, I mean, at that point, it's very homogenized. Like, it's, once you get it in, it's effectively ruined the entire batch. Unless they know a way to purify it, it's it's poisoned wine.
I mean, I was just trying to be considerate. Like, if there was just a drain, I'd just like save them the trouble and start draining it. But if there's
I don't
not,
suppose.
Hmm?
I don't suppose the good doctor knows anything about purifying poisons.
Oh, purifying the poisons. Let me check. Going into my thing. I have to close this thing up, otherwise, you know, it gets in the way of the map.
Oh, no way.
mm-hmm.
Prestidigitation, control flames, frostbite, mage hand. Tasha's caustic brew. Caustic brew.
That would add more poison than acid.
Yeah, to reiterate, a good way of clearing this out would be to cast Purify Food or Drink. That would remove any poison in the substance. However, because of Wyatt's subclass and general background, I will allow him to maybe roll Herbalism or Brewer's Kit, if he has either one, to try and see if he can find a neutralizer.
I don't suppose there's anything any of us can do to help, huh?
Small bag of sand.
Shem, you were doing like medicine or nature, right? Herbalism?
No, that's Lumen is the one who had all the herbalism stats.
Okay.
How do
I
I
don't-
show this?
I mean, if I had a short rest, I could phone a friend and see if the spirits can give me any clues, but I'm currently set to history.
Who knows? There might be some time.
Professor. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Professor Pep, 2d8 all diseases. I don't think that applies, right?
Yeah, no. Disease and poison are, although they go hand in hand, they are not the same.
Junior alchemy kit.
Okay.
That's something.
You can use that.
If you have proficiency in the alchemy kit, wouldn't that be the same as the brewer kit?
Yes.
Probably. I think we just colored it for flavor.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably.
you're a doctor who specifies on curing people. Poison should be up your repertoire.
Yeah. Okay. What do I roll?
All right, so you have a sample of the poison. So I'll say the DC is lowered a little bit. So give me a alchemy or brewer's kit skill check using your intelligence as the modifier.
Do you have his proficiency too?
Yes.
Cool. So +3 to that if we're all the same level?
+3, yes, I do believe. So that's a
Cool.
17.
Excellent.
Okay, that is a pass.
Hey!
Dr. Pepper, after...
Way to go, Wyatt.
Yeah.
Thank you. I do all this chemistry, by the way, with my table that is the back of this bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way,
Getting a lot out of this bear.
Yeah, this eats up about 20 minutes of your Fast Friends effect. The bear remains steady to be as good of assistance as it possibly can.
Good Janet.
Yeah. Afterwards, you manage to find an antidote, or at the very least, a neutralizing agent for this poison. And with luck, because you did manage to pass, it shouldn't affect the
Taste.
it shouldn't affect the wine.
Yeah.
Like as it may affect, it may affect the taste a little bit.
But
But
maybe it'll be a spicy brew.
that part can be like filtered out essentially.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like
Maybe it'll become.
You can distill it.
yeah, they can filter it out essentially. Essentially, what you're doing is you are adding the simple proteins of the poison to make it into like a silt.
Hmm.
So theoretically, you pour it in. Eventually, at the very bottom of these stills, it'll form like a powder, and they can fish that out.
Well done.
Yeah. Now just don't put any cinnamon in there, otherwise it'll explode.
Noted.
Ah.
So, is there anything else to this house, or is it just this?
Well, let's go find out. Yeah! And I sort of like click my, I guess not heels, but
Gallons.
talons on my Ursine compadre and go down this hallway.
Okay.
I am following him, keeping an eye on the surroundings and kind of helping with the inspection, but also waiting for the moment where wild shape drops and I can drop the druid before he goes bad on us again.
Nice.
All right. So the hallway that you went down is leads directly over to the distillery. Or I should open up a little bit more.
Because I can't help but notice there's a big chunk of the map we haven't seen yet.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
the first floor?
And like just down here.
Right. Where are you guys going? You've seen all of the upper floor at
Mhm.
this point. There's still one room on the ground floor, and this other room to the south.
Yeah.
I'm interested in the south room. If anyone... Oh, there's also stuff above me too. So shit. All right.
Yeah, and to the west there is. You can clearly
An
see
out-
through it. It leads outside.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
to a shack.
To a shitter, actually.
Oh,
Oh,
a shit shack.
Is there dust in the outhouse?
Surprisingly, no. There's some
Well, you
herbs
wouldn't.
that are hanging around it, like
Ah.
as air fresheners. But it's very clearly an outhouse.
Birds or turds?
Herbs.
Herbs.
Herbs. Oh.
I would imagine
Birds.
vine beasts don't need to poo, so they probably didn't have any reason to go in there.
I just thought it'd be funny to see if there was someone in there or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Someone finishing taking a crap. As soon as you're off the can, it's like, ah, shit.
Someone's.
They missed the
barges-
whole battle.
I'm so sorry. I yeah. I'm sorry.
No, I think he said they missed the whole battle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They
The dude on the can.
they burst out and like, they start speaking in Druidic and they say, "Oh fucking hell! Don't go in there, lads. It stinks like fucking hell, like shite in there."
These are very foul druids.
They're very Irish.
What's funny if
Yeah.
he doesn't know how to flush the toilet if he had a shit? It's fucking disgusting.
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 oi, mate! You want to have a fucking Pokemon battle?
Is the Queen Catholic, you cheeky tart?
But yeah,
Alright.
so let's explore some.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'll ask Janet. Hey, Janet, where's your boss?
So eventually, following your instructions, she unwild shapes, turning no longer a bear,
Ah!
and
Fall off.
goes back to that grimy-looking druid. Come on, Token, work with me, please. Token,
Oh yeah, I'll like go
there it goes.
over here. And I'm gonna go over here, because that's, we went down the stairs and everything.
Right.
He turns.
Mustard and I are just.
It actually is a guy, as you've been calling Janet. He looks about and says, I'm pretty sure our leader, our group, well, we don't really have a leader. He was a real pompous asshole. He's because he got the sword and he got a real big head about it. But he was probably over by the wedge, overseeing the wagon.
Oh, the wagon? By the horses?
Aye.
Yeah. Right where we started from is where
Yep.
we're gonna finish. Ain't that some shite?
Take him around out back.
Yeah. At some
Yeah.
point during this, after the druid de-shape shifted, Shem's just gonna give Mustard Seed like the CIA nod.
I mean,
Like,
you still got about like 10 minutes. Is there anything else you would like Janet to do?
Damn it, Janet.
Gotta ask you something. Why did you join this crazy group here? You seem like a nice enough lass. It seems like you do more with yourself.
I mean, I was kind of born into it.
Aw.
The circle, we're kind of. I mean, it's got some perks. Learning the ways of learning the ways how to control nature. I mean, really, it's the only way, real, true way to survive out here in the mist.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough terrain. I can understand, like, Wait, you made allegiances with that vampire leader, Strahd, right?
Oh
Strahd?
yeah, Strahd. He's the tits.
Really? How's he doing? Where's he hanging these days?
Probably in his fucking castle.
Oh. Huh. You guys wouldn't happen to be looking to, overthrow him by chance?
Nah, not really. He treats us just fine. He fucks. I mean, he's just kind of fucks off and lets us do whatever they want. That's just peachy keen for the rot of us.
Ah,
As they're talking, Mustard Seed already has his bow drawn, ready to go.
Just completely oblivious of everyone about to jump his ass.
yeah. Wait, so what have you been doing here with the whole poisoning of wine? Is that like part of a bigger scheme of some sort?
Yeah, no, these fucks. It's mostly we got some beef with some of one of their friends. We stole one of their magic rocks, so they can't be making any more of this crap. As he kicks one of the vats. Some big old pompous bug fucker. Been gibbling our gibbling in our jive for quite some time. I finally managed to get him cornered.
No.
Oh, okay. So, like, these people here are with the bug guys, so you're just kind of disrupting their shit because they're the enemy, and anyone that buys from them is also the enemy.
Oh yeah, like, fuck them. Fuck everyone everyone with a third degree of them. It's a real shite.
Oh.
It's really starting to, like, mess things up around here. He's been going on and on about trying to heal nature and all that, but nature's supposed to be, like, controlled, you know?
Oh yeah,
Like,
but if you kill
we
all-
need to make Barovia great again by
Oh my
controlling
god.
by controlling all of the wilds that surround us. We can't.
You
select
see Mustard Seed knocking an extra 2 arrows into his draw.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
basically, as soon as he does the frickin' make Barovia great again, he just gets Attack on Titan to the throat.
Okay.
No, that's where this started. Okay.
All right.
Alright, 3 attack.
All right. So I'm assuming everyone's gonna get an attack off. There's no way he's surviving this. Yeah. I mean, with everyone jumping him, he's just dead. He's like. So anyway,
Yeah.
we're gonna build a wall around the.
A wall of thorns.
You know, I never noticed before, but Strahd's kind of orange.
Oh Lord.
Strahd's orange? Oh,
Yeah.
god damn it. That took a second.
I don't think I get it. I'm sorry.
You don't want to, no.
Okay.
Spray on tan.
Anyways. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. It took me a moment.
He can't go out in the sun, so he has to
Yeah.
use that super cheap spray on orange tan. And
He
it-
No.
tries to fool people to think he's not a
No.
vampire, but he totally is.
No, this anyways, let's do this door as we kill this guy.
Okay. As you are finished with that, oh, come on, roll 20. Reveal to me the path.
Reveal thy secrets. Oh, more wine.
It's
What
more.
a shock.
It's more of a. Let's see.
Looks like a patio almost.
It's a
Guess what?
veranda, is
more
what it's
wine.
called.
Ah.
Oh, so a
So
fancy
nice.
patio.
Resting on a flagstone veranda are 3 5-foot diameter wooden tubs. They're
Oh.
inside stained with grape juice. Each tub,
Oh.
it's basically the place where you stomp
Where
the
you-
grapes.
Yeah, there's something great.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
Anything
let's
of
see.
note besides that?
Let's see the veranda of grapes. Oh, you do realize that the inside was barred. This was another entrance.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta
Oh, so
overlook
we
the
had-
outside, yeah.
Okay. Well, then really, the last big thing is down south.
Yeah. That looks like it just leads out to the backyard, though. I can't imagine there's anything actual building down here.
Well, want me to find out? There's a lot of
Yep.
black down there.
Yep.
We might find another sword. We might find another Janet's. We could find something unique.
Well, they said there's at least
Oh,
3 druids. I was at the basement.
Yep.
Oh
yeah.
god.
It seems to look. It seems that stairs that go down to the basement. Also, this is the glass blowers workshop.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
cool.
Okay.
Also, they make their own bottles too. All right.
Neat.
Oh, wonder if that is a thing. I mean, it has to be.
So-
Otherwise, why would they make
I'd
one?
say so. Yeah.
I did not realize there was a basement. I'm gonna go super stealthy and start floating down there and try and scout ahead.
Well, I didn't lose concentration, so you still have the +10.
Yeah. Cool bean.
You guys killed my assistant.
Well,
They
like
were
you
about to
weren't going
retire
to.
anyway.
They were 10 minutes away from retirement.
Well, now they had an early retirement.
Permanent one.
Alright, you go down here, it's dark, it's dank, and it's very surprisingly cold. As you see entire, like, shelves filled with bottles and other barrels. They're waiting to age properly.
Okay.
Properly. Okay.
I'm going slow, but I'm doing like a flyby of the whole place, trying to get an idea of what's down here. Make sure that there are no more creepies waiting to jump us.
In the
Mhm.
bay.
Give me a perception check as you are stealthing your way through here.
Well, that's not very good, but let's see if I actually roll decently. I'll take a 16.
Very decent.
You spot 5 piles of ash on the floor.
Awesome.
So there were people down. There were those things down here.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a lot
the-
of stuff happening.
As you stealth your way around here, because of your just flat out passive stealth plus pass without trace, there's no way that this guy can see you.
So, oh, there's another druid.
There's one last druid who is currently kind of panicking a little bit. His bodyguard just kind of disappeared,
All right. So,
and everything's gone
Now
quiet
that I-
upstairs.
yeah, I'm gonna make sure I have a full view of this room as well before I run back upstairs and tell everybody that we've got one last druid left to drop before we can put a pin on this one.
Well, I mean, let me just like do a sweep of this area over here with my familiars. And
He has familiars?
He has a
Yeah.
new spell that I recommended. to him.
Oh.
Hey.
You quickly resummon your hairless cats, and they scout
Oh,
out the
right. The sphinxes.
Yeah. It seems as though everything's gone quiet except, as far as you can tell, the upper floor and the ground floor seem to be all clear.
And we're waiting to hear
All
back
right.
about the basement.
Yeah, so I've come upstairs and I definitely relay it to Burn and Mustard, who looked like they were waiting on me to come back. It's like, there's one druid down there. If we can drop them before they can shapeshift, we can get this done quickly and quietly. I don't know if
We
we
do-
wanted how many
well, we-
who else stick with us.
We do need to figure out where those stones they took are.
So are
Sorry.
we like taking a hostage or what?
If you can at least get me to him, I could potentially peer into his mind.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I was gone for a minute because I got asked a question IRL. What was the thing about this area?
It's clear.
It's all clear. Your familiars didn't find anything.
Okay, nothing important. Got it.
Well, it's alright, but you confirmed that for us.
Yep.
Yeah.
So can you lead me to him?
Yeah. I can get you to this hallway. I'm pretty sure which path without a trace the 3 of us or 4 of us if Dr. Pepper wants to come with us, but
All right.
Yeah, or if anyone else wants to come with us.
Yeah. With a group of people heading downstairs, Oh.
Okay. Vic had to leave.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we're almost finishing.
yeah.
With the 4 of you going down there, I will ask for a active stealth check this time.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And we still have pass without a trace?
Yes, so plus 10.
So that'd be a
16.
35 for me.
I have 16.
Master Chi, come with us. John,
Yes.
you coming with us?
Yeah. Where are your tokens at?
Down,
Basement.
We're in
down.
the basement, which is on the very, very bottom of the map.
Oh, there's a new part. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I see him over there.
Let's see. I'll roll a stealth check for him. I'll say,
Mustard Seed and Dr. Pepper need to roll stealth too.
yeah. So, stealth.
Oh, where is it?
Should be at
It's
the bottom.
alphabetical.
We still all get a +10 to this.
Yeah, 17.
17.
Come on,
And-
Mustard.
34.
Okay, so 2 of you are in the 30s. The other 2 are
In the
above
teens.
above 15. So yeah, you just hear clattering as bottles are like being like placed up. Kind of like
Mhm.
you just all spot him. He's like trying to add like a barricade, like ever so gently, like pushing bottles so where if someone were to come by, he could push it on top of them and then make a run for it, while also hiding behind them. But he's not really doing a good job about it.
Right, yeah.
Well, while he's busy with that, I'm gonna cast detect thoughts.
Alrighty, wisdom saving
I'm
throw.
sticking.
No, it's an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
I am going to
All right.
float up, following the roof.
Well, I mean, I hear like his surface thoughts at first, but I do want to dive deeper to find the location of the. No, it is a wisdom saving throw. I'm sorry.
Okay. Then it makes it a 15 by that roll.
I have 16.
Okay.
That's my DC.
He fails. His
So then
surface- yeah, his surface level thoughts
Go on.
are, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, everyone's dead. I'm the only one here. I have to be the only one. It's too damn quiet upstairs. I need to start thinking of a plan of how to get the hell out of here.
While he's panicking, I'm going to. My eyes flash neon pink for a second, and I'm going to Hunter's Market.
He's like a targeting reticle on him. Beep, 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 beep.
And also, if he runs, I know where they are going.
Exactly.
Oh, maybe we should let him get away, and he'll lead us to more things.
Well, we're about
Ooh,
to
that might
find
be a
out
good
what.
idea.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right. What was that, Sheb?
Oh, I was saying we're about to find out what he knows. So because Burn is detecting.
You're in. You've hacked
Mhm.
into the system. Burn, what do you want to dive deep for?
Well, for starters, where are those rocks that are going missing? That we're helping the vineyard.
Okay. Let's see if this grunt knows anything.
You better.
All right. You see a flash of images, the past previous days. This particular druid and a group of others, they're currently they've wild shaped into boars as they've basically gone truffle hunting throughout the vineyard, until eventually one of them gives out an oink, as it pulls out this faintly glowing pine cone sized stone. Radiant energy, and as they pull it from the ground, immediately you see all the vines in the area begin to wilt and wither. As they very quickly, they hear shouting from the vineyard, and they dash away, heading west, further and further into the forest in the mist, until eventually they get the circle. This druidic circle gathers once again, and they hand it off to a very shamanistic looking druid. He seems to be the head of the circle. or at least the head shaman.
Was it the guy we killed earlier?
No, it's a different one.
Oh, shit.
He is adorned with a bunch of fucking pink and black chitinous plating across his being. And you notice that just about everyone in the circle has at least some form of pink and black to it, or at the very least any ones that are like standard, like higher up at the very least, imposing.
Wow.
This one is adorned like head to toe in this pink and black like Monster Hunter armor set.
It's terrible. But yeah.
As he holds up the stone, and you see a visible glow go up his arm. As he says, "Very well. We shall return to the gravesite. We shall finally put an end to this."
To the gravesite?
He just shrugs.
Yep. Do you dive deeper?
Can I?
You can. He can roll an intelligence saving throw to resist.
I would need wisdom, but yeah.
No, it's wisdom to get in, intelligence to kick out.
Yeah, it's a 3, so you can keep going.
Yeah, sure. We'll just keep going.
So does this guy have a bag with him?
He has a satchel made out of leather.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hide in there for a moment.
And then the rest of us will follow Mustard Seed because of the hunter's mark.
Yep. As you dive deeper, as you pick up on the gravesite, you see this giant spiraled mound of where several of these evil druids have gathered in the past. At the very top of this mound, there's a giant tree. Its bark and leaves give off a pink glow, as almost like veins in a way. Their enemy, that they've been pursuing for quite some time, has locked themselves away in there. Their magic, in a last-ditch effort as it was trying to escape them, it sealed itself inside of a great tree to immortalize itself, protecting the magic it was hiding, as well as keeping their blight at bay.
At bay.
They are in a constant stalemate until recently.
Can I tell where this is?
It is to the west.
Just west, okay.
I will ping it on the map as I bring you guys back to the world map.
Shit. Alright. So somewhere around here-ish? Oh, it's way over there, shit.
I mean, the entire country is like 6 miles, so I think we could probably get there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Especially with me, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
God, this is only 6 miles wide.
It's a European country.
It's a European country.
And there's also a bunch of winding turns.
Yeah.
But yes. Alright, you have that information. What's your next plan?
Yes, well... Oh, I can, like, say this, like, well, I know where it is now. We don't really need him alive.
Do we need to kill him, though?
Yes, because he's tormenting the land and killing the livelihood of people.
Well,
And
yeah, but I mean, like, has he killed people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, assuming he hasn't, I will make sure he doesn't. And I knock
So-
3 arrows and just fire.
Okay, so I was about to say I was hiding in his pouch waiting for a signal, but seeing Mustard about to pop off, I think he would hop out as well and try and get a sneak attack in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing... Oh.
I'm sorry, Doctor.
What?
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Well, he
Well,
might
at
survive
least the
anyway.
empowered one goes off.
okay.
He might survive anyway, honestly.
Oh my goodness gracious! I rolled 2 4s.
I mean,
So much for advantage.
12 still hits.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have bark skin on.
Oh.
If you surrender, I'm sure they'll let you live.
All right, and then an extra
D8.
2d8 or 1d8 and a 1d6.
And then Jem's sneak attack.
Yep. So I get my dagger for 9, which was a max damage on that one. 50.
Nice.
Then I get my gank attack for, wow, that was balls. 10. So I did 19 on him.
Alright, so that's a grand total of 48 points of damage on him. He's dead.
Oopie.
Does he knock over his bottle barricade?
Let's
The fucking Fey bouncers, man.
Right.
fucking the face Spec Ops right here.
Spec Ops the Fey.
Yeah. But yeah, with that in mind, the
CI
Fey.
That's
Okay.
Zeshmi.
But yeah, very easily enough, you kill him. He falls over backwards. None of the wine downstairs is ruined.
Alright. So they're not financially ruined. Good to
Yeah, I
know.
think we saved all of it.
Yay.
I'm gonna.
I'm
Well,
gonna go in the other room just for a minute. Dr. Peppers closes the door behind him in the stairwell since you're all in there and you just hear.
Oh.
So much blood.
You know, the worst part is he had one of those plague masks. So he's just puking into the nose part.
No, he's taking the mask off, don't worry.
Okay.
But you can't see it.
Yeah. His face is still an enigma.
For
Alright.
now.
So I think we should gather the bodies and probably burn them or something.
Yeah.
Not a bad
Something
idea.
like that.
Immediately as you guys all exit the building, the family and your two other and the rest of your companions gather up as they wonder what the hell happened. For brevity's sake, we'll say that you inform them real quickly about the situation. The elderly man, the head of the family, Devon, if I remember his name correctly.
Mhm.
Sounds alright.
I don't have the book open right now, but I'm wrapping up. He says, "Our friend, so he's still alive?"
The bug man?
Something like that. I think he's in dire straits, though. There's a mound to the west, a burial site.
Didn't he
With a
lock
tree
himself in
on
a
top of it.
tree?
Yeah, he turned himself into a tree or bound himself to a tree. But he will not last forever.
Yeah,
you
they
think
took.
you can... Go on, sorry.
I was saying, it's not. They took your stone to try and break the ward on his tree.
The magic in those stones, they're very attuned to the nature here in Barovia. If our friend has been sealed away in that tree for... God, they've been sealed away for like 10 years.
That's how long it's been since you've seen him?
Yes, we assumed he was dead. We started seeing all the parts as they motion towards the black and pink chitinous armor.
Yeah.
Mustard Seed will speak up and say, "If you don't mind me asking, who exactly is your friend?"
Our friend, he was an elderly druid that's been protecting us for quite some time. I went by the name of Pierre. A long time ago, when I was very young, him and a bunch of adventurers were here at Barovia. They were the ones that gifted us these stones, helped our vineyard get off at the ground. In exchange, we provided protection and information where we could. His
Hmm.
mission
Wait, where did-
here was to.
Alright.
His mission here was to stop the blight, rebalance nature here in Barovia. However, with Strahd's stranglehold and those damn druids, it's been an uphill battle.
Well, they number far less now, and we know where their leader might be, so if you still want us to try and be rid of them,
Yes, please. If, if I understand that you have other obligations. Our family has put more than enough strain on you. But for the greater good of all of Barovia, I ask that you please lend aid. I promise, if you manage to, if you are able to rescue our friend, I'm certain they're a very, last we had known, they were a very powerful druid. They may be able to help you.
Not to say you don't know anything, but how do you know they're alive exactly?
Well, from what you've just told me, if they're inside that
Well-
tree, then they're alive.
Well, then,
Yeah.
how would they be alive for 10 years?
They're a very
mean-
powerful druid.
Mm.
that is level 20.
I won't question it.
Well, as I see it, we don't need to worry about if he's alive. The druid that we're dealing with wouldn't be trying to kill him if he was already dead.
Yeah.
Ah, that's true. That's a good point.
Alright. May we
Yeah.
rest here for the night?
Yes, yes, by all means,
I'm
please.
more worried about.
Oh, yes.
I'm worried about the hag. I mean, we've still got the scarecrow in the field. The hag had one of your other stones. I don't know.
That's
But she is one problem.
Yeah, but she may be a closer problem.
with we.
Hmm.
Well, we are still recovering. We are more than capable of handling a few scarecrows. Now that we
Especially now
have
that you can hole up in your house again now.
exactly. The vineyard is not going to be functioning for quite some time, so we're not going to be out in the fields for a while now.
Yeah,
You
the
should
doctor-
probably plug your nose for a little while, though. They did
Yeah.
leave a bit of a stink.
Plus, now you have some extra wine that you almost didn't have before. And you don't even have to think of it as a defect, but specialty, anti-poison wine, you can call it.
That's amazing. If you can produce more of this antidote, we could still salvage at the very least most of the of what we have in here. But yeah, with that in mind, you guys are allowed your long rest. You are allowed to stay here in the vineyard for the time being, and I do believe because it is getting late, we should wrap it up here.
GG.
Alright. I'll just have Dr. Pepper set up shop and get his assist. Oh, never mind.
He lives!
Sort of.
I was really excited. I'm so sorry, Reed. I tried messaging you.
No, 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 no. Please, please, please don't feel bad.
He was at least here to hear this.
Yeah, honestly, I was so upset because I thought I'd slept through everything, and I felt so much better just listening to you guys.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
lore
Fair
at least.
enough.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop the recording. Bye, YouTube. Sorry, 3.5.
Bye.
Bye.